before his career is over, and I'm not. I would not be surprised if he is not back in hockey right away in some capacity, and I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't for St. Louis.
100%. I could easily see him starting his own podcast and having that personality, the credibility, all that stuff. The part that you kind of forget. So drafted in the 6th round, plays in 1,000+ games, regular season, postseason, but he spent his first 5 years in the minors, and he's only 36 years old. So you think like a guy that would play 1,000 games would be flirting with 40. I mean, to spend 5 years in the minors and then crack through and play 800+ games in the regular season play, I mean, that's remarkable.
So here's another good story. Trent Yanni, who was an ex-Blackhawk back in the 80s, and he was a coach here for the Blackhawks, and he's been coaching around the NHL. He was in Anaheim when Patrick Maroon was in the minors, and he was putting up some really good numbers in the minors. But Patty's not a guy that you don't recognize because he's so big. Trent went down there, and he's just not getting an opportunity. And Trent goes, if you want an opportunity, you're going to have to start fighting. This true story. And Patty was never a fighter, so to speak. I mean, he didn't do that. Wasn't roller hockey and just didn't do it. But that was not kind of something that he did. So he started to fight. And all of a sudden, as soon as he started to fight, he got a chance with Anaheim and really never looked back. And there was a stat that they had that John and I were looking on TV yesterday. Since the beginning of the 2012-2013 season, he has more fights in the NHL than any other player.
96.
Well, he had one yesterday, so it's 97.
97 now.
However, it was updated. So a guy that didn't do it, learned how to do it, became very, good at it, and had really good hands for a big man. Just kind of a unique skill set that he had, that he brought to the table, and he did it for so many years, and did it well. And the game's going to miss Patty Maroon because he's the type of personality that the game needs and loves to have.
Yeah, and you appreciate what he's done on and off the ice for the Blackhawks this season, the way that he took Lucas Reichel under his wing and has been a mentor to some of the young guys for Chicago.
Yeah, he's been really good in that regards. He's become really close with Lucas. They played a lot together on the fourth line, and when he found out that Lucas didn't have anywhere to go or anything to do for Christmas, he said, "Pack your bags, kid, you're coming with me," and took him down to St. Louis, and his family embraced him. He loved it. And, that's just the kind of guy that he is. I mean, he cares about his teammates deeply. He hates to lose, and that's, that has worn on him this season. But he's a true professional. He's been in and out of the lineup. He hasn't complained. And, I just think the Blackhawks have been very fortunate to have him in the fold this year to help out a lot of these younger players.
Last time the Hawks were on this ice, Pat Maroon started the game with a fight. So we'll see if it's a part 2 here in Chicago as he winds down to his NHL career. That's going to do it for the FanDuel Sportsbook Chicago Blackhawks pregame show. The Blackhawks are going to be trying to snap a 7-game skid to the Philadelphia Flyers today on best day ever here at the United Center. John Weideman and Troy Murray have the call coming up next. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago. WGN.
What do the Blackhawks and United Airlines have in common? The next generation has arrived, and the future looks bright. New planes are joining the United Airlines fleet every week, decked out with Bluetooth connectivity, screens and power at every seat, and bigger overhead bins to fit everyone's carry-on. Book your next trip on the United app or United.com today. United Airlines, proud to be the official airline of the Chicago Blackhawks.
Lost your health insurance? You might be eligible for a special enrollment period on the Get Covered Illinois Marketplace. Get Covered Illinois navigators are ready to help you enroll in a quality, affordable health plan with essential benefits to cover prescription drugs, hospitalizations, maternity care, and much more. You might even qualify for financial help. Go to getcoveredillinois.gov. Your health coverage starts here.
The EPA reports the air we breathe in our home is more polluted than the air outside. The healthy solution? Green Tea Services Air Duct Cleaning.
Service to a green tea.
Hi, this is Tonya Khoury, owner of Green Tea Services. Our Green Tea Air Duct Purification System thoroughly cleans all your intakes, returns, and furnace. You'll breathe fresh, healthier air.
805 Green Tea.
Green Tea has the highest BBB rating. Our crews are bonded Green Tea employees you can trust in your home. We'll clean your air ducts of dust and allergens so your family breathes clean air. Now get our $97 special. Yes, only $97. Plus our 100% satisfaction Green Tea guarantee. Call Green Tea Air Duct Cleaning now for details. 800-5-GREEN-TEA.
Green Tea Services. Service to a green tea. 805 Green Tea.
800-5-GREEN-TEA or greenteaservices.com.
Hi, Zoom in Ferdini. Preparation is the key to winning. To beat Chicago's weather extremes, choose the best fiberglass or vinyl windows and patio doors from the Gilkey Window Company. Go to Gilkey.com.
Chicago, the city of big shoulders, the city of champions, a city full of hard-working, gritty, blue-collar people.
Hello, Chicago!
Chicago, a city meant for hockey.
Chicago. Left shin off. Thibodeau, left wing corner. Whips it off. Goalie score! Connor Bedard calmly surprised Joey DeCord. They score! Classic firing from the left point. This may have been tipped in front. Bertuzzi tipped it past the court.
It's time, people. Chicago Blackhawks hockey starts now.
Welcome the Chicago Blackhawks radio broadcast team, Troy Murray and John Whiteman. The Chicago Blackhawks return to United Center Ice to finish business with the Philadelphia Flyers today and hope to end a 7-game losing streak. The Flyers have also been streaking of late, having lost 4 in a row and 9 of their last 10. So the Hawks might be catching Philly at the right time as they try to end a season-long slide. Hi again, everyone. John Whiteman along with Troy Murray and Charlie Rinaldi-Otis. Want to welcome you into our broadcast this evening, or this afternoon, I should say. The Blackhawks and the Philadelphia Flyers for the final time. And Troy, 7 games losing is not fun, whether that be 0-6-1 or 7 straight losses. Not fun for a hockey team. Teams tend to get a little fed up in that situation. I think the Blackhawks had reached that point before they took the ice in St. Louis, but here this afternoon in front of this large crowd that's going to gather inside the United Center, I know they don't want to disappoint their fans, so I'm expecting the best out of the boys here this afternoon against Philly.
I would think that you're going to get a response from yesterday. I know that they weren't happy with the way that game ended up. They just didn't generate enough to get past the St. Louis Blues, who are fighting for a playoff spot in the Western Conference. Not so much in this afternoon against the Philadelphia Flyers, who've really struggled here down the stretch as of late. They're going to miss the playoffs for the 5th straight season.
Yeah.
But they lost a game in overtime to the Dallas Stars yesterday afternoon, so they're going to want to finish up this weekend back-to-back series on a good note. The Hawks, this is going to be a great crowd. There's going to be a lot of energy in the building here this afternoon, so I would expect that the Hawks come out here flying and hopefully get off to a good lead here and put some pucks in behind the goaltenders. It's now 7 straight games, 2 goals or fewer for the Hawks offense. So I'd like to see it start clicking here this afternoon.
Well, the theme for the afternoon here inside the United Center is the best day ever, and that's where the kids get involved and handle some of the duties that we're all accustomed to, and the kids are doing a great job so far, and I know the Blackhawks want to make sure that they can win this game and send the kids home thinking it was the best day ever. We'll find out. Who's going to deliver? Sponsored by Mitsubishi Electric Heating and Air Conditioning, electric heat pumps for a better environment inside and out. Visit getacomfyhome.com. I'm going with a hot hand. Ilya Mikheyev yesterday down in St. Louis scored the Hawks' only goal. It was a shorthander, his 2nd of the year. And Ilya, in his career against Philadelphia, he has unimpressive numbers, 7 games played, a goal and 2 assists for 3 points. But the way he's been going, Troy, he's my guy. Keys to the game are sponsored by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers, and Troy's got your keys.
Thanks, John. The first key is the compete level. The Philadelphia Flyers under John Tortorella are a very hard-working team. They were sellers at the deadline, so they've got some young guys on their roster as well, so the Hawks need to compete. against the Flyers here this afternoon. Second key is the defensive zone. Still a little sloppy in how they played yesterday afternoon. Too many second opportunities. Clear those pucks up. Kill plays. Get exits out of the zone quicker. Then the third key, I think it's important here. They continue to work on this. Is the puck management needs to be a lot better.
All right, Troy, thank you for those keys. And now, sir, staying with you. Troy, who are you banking on today? Sponsored by Marquette Bank. Love where you bank, celebrating 80 years of neighborhood banking.
Well, I'm going to go with Nazar. I think that he's been playing extremely well here as of late. He's had some opportunities, just hasn't found the back of the net the way that he would like to. But I think this is a game here this afternoon that is suited for him, so that's who I'm banking on.
Based on his face-off numbers from yesterday, he was exquisite, 9 for 14. I mean, he pretty much controlled the dot whenever he took to it.
Yeah, and his season average is now ballooned up to 48%. He's been much better here in the last couple months.
All right, well, the stage has been set. We'll have hockey here momentarily. The teams have lined up on their respective blue lines. And momentarily, we're going to send it down to ice level and pick up our anthem singer, who, of course, is the best in the businesses, a.k.a. Jim Corneliuson. This afternoon's presentation of our national anthem is proudly sponsored by John J. Cahill, a proud partner of Plumbers 911. And, of course, Jim Corneliuson standing on the carpet that extends out from the penalty timekeeper bench, along with some esteemed guests from our military. So, Hawks fans, on the best day ever, please enjoy our national anthem.
Our United States Marine Corps veteran and Chicago Police Department officer Johnny Quinonez, and United States Army veteran Captain Brian Hannon, as well as all of the members of our first responders community and military home and abroad, as organist Terry Marcotte and soloist Jim Corneliuson perform our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose front stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang there, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sail us that star-spangled banner yet wave, for the land of the free and the home of the
On the best day ever, you got the best anthem singer ever, Jim Corneliuson, with our Star-Spangled Banner. Here today's starting lineup, sponsored by the Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council. Strong alone, unstoppable together. For the Philadelphia Flyers, starting in goal, making his first start ever against the Blackhawks, Ivan Fedotov. We'll talk more about him here in just a little while. At the fence are Cam York and Travis Sanheim. Up front from left to right, Tyson Forster starts at left wing. Centering the Flyers' opening line is Noah Cates. Starting at the right wing is Bobby Brink. For the Blackhawks, Spencer Knight gets the call in goal. He's 1-0-0 in his career against the Philadelphia Flyers. Connor Murphy starts at defense along with Ethan Del Mastro. Up front from left to right, Brian Donato starts at left wing. Centering the Hawks' opening line, Frank Nazar. And starting at the right wing is Connor Bedard. Referees this afternoon are Mitch Dunning and Trevor Hansen. And the linesmen are Kyle Murkison and Ryan Gibbons. We should also mention, by the way, that Spencer Knight's start in goal today represents a career high And so good for Spencer. Hopefully he can come away with a win. Down to center ice we go to get the game started. The drop of the puck. We're underway, and the Flyers get control. Puck is spun by Sanheim down the glass into the Hawk zone. Circles the net to the near sideboards. Ryan Donato had the puck knocked off his stick by Brink. Murphy to the puck behind the Hawk net. Passing up the right side to Connor Bedard. He'll redirect the puck out to center ice. Taken by Cam York, and the Flyer D-man will stick it back deep into his end, where Travis Sanheim set the puck back up the left wing side, and this deflects up and out of play. Whistle stops play. The faceoff will stay in the Flyer zone in the circle to the left of Fedotov.
All reviews in today's game are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine, with more nationally ranked specialties than any other hospital in Illinois by U.S. News and World Report. The teams at Northwestern Medicine offer second opinions for the toughest conditions.
Well, the two skyscrapers at defense for the Hawks now, Alex Vlasic along with Louis Crevier, 6'6.5" and 6'8" comparatively, as the puck is shot into the Hawk zone by Sanheim. Travis Konechny tried to get to the carom off the left corner boards and could not. Good poke check there by Crevier. Flyers maintain the Hawk zone. York at the left point, leaving the puck there for Matvei Michkov. Put it down to Sean Couturier along the left boards. Then to the corner, and it's passed out from there by Konechny, deflected to center ice by Teuvo Teravainen. Flyers get it back and then give it back in the Hawk zone. Alex Vlasic sticks the puck off the glass. On the left wing side, down into the Flyer zone. Was intended for Ilya Mikheyev. He couldn't get to the pass. And now Lucas Reichel to the puck behind the net. Fed it up the slot. Artem Levshinov fires. And that's into the skates of Ryan Poehling of the Flyers. Lucas Reichel at the right point, sends it left point. Wyatt Kaiser strokes it toward the front of the net. Never got there. Landon Slaggert moving the puck to the near boards. Taken away by Jacob Pelche of the Flyers. He'll hand it over to Travis Konechny, who lifts the puck down ice, and we're going to get icing here to the Flyers. We're 1:28 into the hockey game and no score, and a face-off down in the Flyer zone in the circle to Fedotov's right.
This reminder, for every Blackhawks goal, Marquette Bank is donating $80 to a local charity to celebrate 80 years of neighborhood banking and giving back to the community. Joe Villano back at center. Kurashev back in the lineup. Good to see him. I like Kurashev.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him get some results here in the next few games if he's going to be playing.
Jamie Drysdale stripped of the puck. Here's a feed from the aforementioned Kurashev across to the high slot to Joe Villano, who shot one high and wide. And the puck ends up back at center ice. Wyatt Kaiser got the puck now to Tyler Bertuzzi. At the Flyer line on the left wing, he dishes to the corner, then got the puck back. Strokes it out to the right point. Levshinov there. We'll leave it over against the right wing boards to Kurashev. Send it to the right wing corner. Valeno to Levshinov right point. Moving down to the corner. Tried to send to the puck. This hit a skate. The Flyers get the puck back. And Ali Lixell will take it away. Lixell now to center ice on the left wing side. Will dump the puck off the right corner glass Hawk zone. And it's taken now in behind the Hawk net by Owen Tippett. Moves it around to the right point. A long shot from there has turned out of there with a pad save by Spencer Knight. And the Hawks attack. Nazar to center ice on the left wing side. Runs off a check from Tippett. Dumps the puck down the boards behind the Flyer net into the far corner. Picked up by the Flyers. And Emil Andre will lift it down ice into the Hawk zone to the near corner. Flyers have some new personnel after the trade deadline as well. Ethan Del Mastro. He's able to fend off a check, move the puck ahead. Nazar through center ice over the Flyer blue line. He's given a bump, lost the puck. Taken back by the Flyers. Cam York clears to center ice. Now the puck pinballs over the center ice circle. Taken back by the Flyers. This is Noah Cates into the Hawk zone to the right wing side. He'll fire. Butterfly save made. And the rebound and a shot from York goes wide to the Hawk net. Puck held in at the right point there by Cates. Sticks it down to the right wing corner. Del Mastro pokes it free, and now Connor Bedard along the left wing boards tries to backhand it across the rink and does. Here's Ryan Donato. Ryan Donato fighting through a check into the Flyer zone. We get a whistle, and this play is offside. So no score with 16:36 left in period one.
All of today's Blackhawks insurance goals are sponsored by GetCoveredIllinois.gov. Find out if you qualify for a special enrollment period through the ACA Marketplace.
Sean Couturier facing off with Nick Foligno right in front of the Flyer bench. And Couturier wins this draw back into the Philly zone. He's strong at the dot. And a pass from former Hawk Nick Sealer up the left wing is deflected into the Hawks bench by Ilya Mikheyev. So a whistle stops, play again. They'll face it off over the center ice dot.
I always liked Nick Sealer. He's a rugged defenseman. Found a nice home with the Philadelphia Flyers. 3 goals, 12 assists on the season. Over 100 hits, 164 blocks as well for the Flyers. That leads the team.
He's third in blocks in the NHL. Flyers get control off the draw. Konechny along the left side boards at center ice in front of the benches. Lifts the puck across off the right corner boards in the Hawk zone. And then the puck is misplayed into the glove of Spencer Knight, and he'll hold it in the Hawk crease. So again, another face-off. This will be in the circle to Knight's left.
Kind of a little bit of a quiet start to this game. I thought there'd be a little bit more energy from both of these teams after losing yesterday afternoon.
Maybe taking a few minutes to get the engines revved up, I don't know, not making excuses, just an observation. Now off the draw, the puck played by Matvei Michkov out to center ice. Sealer got it back and whips it down the left wing glass behind the Hawk net up the near side. Michkov put it back to the right point. Drysdale fires, they score. And in front of the net, I believe Travis Konechny redirects this one past Spencer Knight. The goal at 3:59 of period number 1 makes it 1-0 Flyers.
This is kind of one of those plays that happens. Back to the point, traffic in front of the net, shot goes through. The Couturier that got this one, or was it Konechny? I'm not sure. I thought it might have been Couturier.
They both had sticks in there. And is it
Michkov?
Couturier's goal? Let's see.
No, it's
I think Konechny got it.
Is it Konechny? Yeah.
I think so.
A little further out in the slot area, but not much you can do there if you're Spencer Knight. Good little redirect there by Konechny. He picks up his 24th of the season. Hawks chasing this one early.
So back to the play, front of the benches. Landon Slaggert works the puck free to Levshunov. Passing across the rink to the big rig. Pat Maroon sticks the puck down the boards deep into the Flyer zone into the far corner. And now it's taken back by Lucas Reichel. Tried to hand it in the right circle for Maroon. Ryan Paling reaching in, pulls the puck free to center ice. Maroon took it back. Steps into the blue zone, top of the left circle. Floats it down toward the net. That pass was intended for Slaggert, but he couldn't get there in time. Penalty coming up here to Philly. And now the puck is played from the far corner by Levshunov. Back through center ice and down into the Hawks zone. We've got a delayed penalty situation. Spencer Knight is on the Hawks bench. Connor Bedard is the extra attacker. Bedard takes the puck from Kaiser at the Hawk line. Sent it ahead Maroon over the Flyer line on the right point. He tried to flip it across. This is taken away by the Flyers, and the whistle blows. 15:03 left in period number 1. Here's the call.
Bill number 5 has a minor for interference.
Igor Zamula in the box. 2 minutes for interference. He didn't allow Maroon to get past him behind the net. Referee was right there. The Blackhawks, for the 4th time this season, yesterday afternoon, did not have a single Citgo power play opportunity, so they're happy to get one here early on. Philadelphia's penalty killing, middle of the pack. They were good yesterday, 4 for 4 against the Stars.
Off the draw, Hawks control. Levshunov from the high slot. Fires, and a pad save made.
Oh, they hit the post.
Hit the post. Now here's Bertuzzi, top of the left circle. Shoots, chest save made by Fedotov. Loose puck beside the net. Teravainen moves it to the right point to Levshunov. Down to Teravainen, back to Levshunov at the right point. Slings it left point, Bertuzzi. Put it down to Bedard in the left wing corner. To Levshunov high slot. To Teravainen, top of the right circle. He'll back up to the point with the puck. Being pressured by Tyson Forster. Teravainen to the right wing corner. Snaps the puck behind the net around to the left half boards. Bedard leaks it through now to Donato at the left point. Levshunov in the high slot. To Teravainen in the right circle. Back to Levshunov for a one-timer. And a blocker save made by Fedotov. Puck taken back by Bedard, top of the left circle. Bedard backing up now. Will put it across top of the right circle. Teravainen whips it back across for Bedard. Now at the left point. He'll turn away from traffic. Move it down to the left wing boards. Donato swings the puck behind the Flyer net around to the right wing side. Carabinen taps it to the right wing corner to Bertuzzi. To Lefshin off right point. Tried to hand it down the boards. Forster picks off the puck and clears into the Hawk end.
A little bit too stationary there for the first power play unit. Everybody was just kind of standing still. Leshinoff had one good opportunity. Hit the near post. He's looking for his first goal in the NHL.
Here's Bedard entering the Flyers zone. Left wing side. Cuts across the ice and fires from the right circle. That goes high and wide off a deflection. Maroon sticks it back behind the net. Bedard in the right corner. To McKay right wing boards. To Vlasic high slot. Got the puck to Nazar along the left wing boards. Put it down to Maroon in the corner, but this is picked off by the Flyers. And the puck sent all the way down by Emil Andre. 10 seconds on the power play. Time for one rush. Nazar leads it into the Flyers zone. A long wrist shot from the high slot goes over the net. 4 seconds on the power play. Pat Maroon with the puck back of the net. Sticks it out to the left point. Vlasic got it there. Swings it right point. Nazar closing in. Gave it to Maroon left circle. Flyers had come to full strength. Maroon tried to center the puck. Picked off by the Flyers. Oh, and then Maroon caught a high stick, but no penalty call. Now puck taken away. McKay to Foligno. Right circle in front. Maroon. He scores! The big rig cashes in. A sweet handoff from Nick Foligno. And all Patrick Maroon had to do was tap it across the goal line and into the Flyer net. It's 1-1, and the big rig is celebrating out there. It's great to see.
What a play by the Hawks to keep this play alive inside the zone. And it all started with Maroon just throwing out a stick there and intercepting a play that Philadelphia was trying to execute. That kept it in the zone. Ended up going over to the far side. Foligno drags the defenseman down, goes to the backhand. Nice little pass right through the top of the crease area, and you're absolutely right. All Maroon had to do was bank that one into the back of the net, and the Hawks have tied this one up this afternoon with that goal. Time to break out the Bandito. Celebrate every goal this season with El Bandito Yankee Tequila.
So for Patrick Maroon, that's goal number 5 on the season from Nick Foligno. The goal at 7:14 of period number 1. 1-1 to score. Maroon, by the way, was a draft pick of this Philadelphia Flyer team and never played for him. Now outside the Hawk line, the puck taken and shoved into the Hawk zone by Emil Andre. Now down the right wing side, Hawk zone. Into the Hawk zone, this is Rodrigo Abel. Moves it out to the left point. Long shot from Sanheim misses the net. Puck rides up the near side. Andre pinching at the right point. Had the puck taken away by Philip Kurashev. Head to Bertuzzi at center ice. Crossing the Philly line, right point. Leaves into the right circle. Valeno fires, he scores! First goal as a Hawk for Joe Valeno. A hard wrist shot low to the 6th side on Fedotov. Gives the Hawks a 2-1 lead. The goal at 8:01 of period number 1.
It's happened so many times in the bad direction. This time, 2 quick strikes by the Hawks. Bertuzzi gets it across the line, momentarily loses it, but gets it back, chips it in. Valeno, all kinds of room, stops up, heads towards the middle of the ice. Beats Fedotov. Low to the stick hand side. Valeno picks up his first as a Hawk, his 6th of the season. And the Hawks now ahead. Oh, still burning from the first one, but I'm going to have another one of these Banditos.
I'm just going to say, you haven't put
Celebrate every goal this season with El Bandito Yankee Tequila.
You didn't put the Bandito back on the shelf, did you?
No, I was just putting the cork back in.
All right, we'll take our first break. 2-1 Hawks with 11:52 left in period number 1. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Get cash in a flash for your old or wrecked car today. That old piece of junk car is still hogging up space in your driveway? Do something about it. Global Auto Recycling and Repair will take that rusty old bucket of bolts off your hands today, and you'll get cash in a flash. Family owned and operated, Global Auto has been serving Chicagoland for over 60 years, and they'll pay you cash in a flash to take away that old clunker that's been annoying you for way too long. Call Global Auto Recyclers at 847-608-4700 today.
What does a good deal taste like with McValue at McDonald's? It tastes like the $6 daily double meal deal. The one and only daily double. 2 juicy beef patties inside a warm bun with melty cheese and shredded lettuce. Oh, and golden small world famous fries. And a crispy 4-piece chicken McNuggets. And an ice cold small soft drink of your choice. That's right, a full-on satisfy your cravings meal without breaking the bank. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Hi, this is Dave Musial, owner of Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. Do you have a plumbing emergency? Call Four Seasons. An electrical emergency? Call Four Seasons. A heating or cooling emergency? Call Four Seasons. Same-day hot water tank installation needed? Call Four Seasons. Need a whole home generator? Call Four Seasons. We guarantee same-day installation on all heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs. And no extra charge for nights, weekends, or holidays.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
Hey Hawks fans, this is Jason Dickinson. Let's get back to John and Troy on 720 WGN.
Blackhawk fans, next season marks 100 years of hockey in Chicago. And full and half season ticket plans are on sale now. Experience the rivalries, the celebrations, and the unforgettable moments that will define this milestone season. You don't want to miss this. Secure your seat today at blackhawks.com/membership.
Well, the Flyers had a couple members that played in the Four Nations face-off. Among them, Travis Sanheim, who's out there right now playing defense, along with Travis Konechny, who also saw some time with Team Canada. Of course, Team Canada won the tournament. Their head coach, John Tortorella, was part of the coaching group for the United States. Now a shot from Sanheim. They score. Off the draw, Sanheim let it rip for the right point. This hit Spencer Knight in the chest, and it just sort of trickled by him and over the goal line. The Flyers have tied it at 2.
Well, two teams that have struggled to score goals have put 4 on the board here. Just over 8 minutes into this game, and this one, Spencer Knight, you've got to take the blame for this one. Face-off win, shot from the point. I don't think anybody was in front. I don't think anything was deflected. It's the one-time shot that, boy, kind of knuckle-balled into him. Missed it with his blocker, went off the inside of the blocker. A little bit of a flyby there from Teravainen, but he misses this one. 2-2, Flyers, Hawks.
Sanheim 7th on the season from Konechny, the goal at 8:13 of period number 1. So the Flyers answer 12 seconds later from the Hawk goal. Now right in front of the Hawk net, here's another chance. Pelche fires, and Knight got in front of that with the glove. In the near corner, Connor Bedard drops the puck behind the Hawk net to Connor Murphy. Skates it out, then drops it down between the circles to Ethan Del Mastro, and he'll skate it to center ice and over the Flyer line. Sends it off the right boards and down behind the Flyer net, races in to get it. York took it away instead to Sanheim. He lost the puck along the right side boards to Levshunov, who then lost it right back to the Flyers. Bobby Brink, and he'll clear down ice into the Hawk zone, and the Flyers will take advantage and get a line change. Levshunov in the Hawk zone along the right side boards. Sent it back at the Hawk blue line, left wing side to Del Mastro. Returns it now to Levshunov. Circle to the right and Knight. Levshunov with the lead pass. Kurashev over the Flyer line on the right wing. Checked by Sealer. Put the puck down the boards behind the net up the near side. Bertuzzi whacks it free down the glass and boards and back behind the net around up the right wing side. Levshunov there. Slap pass back down the boards behind the net. Round to the near side to Bertuzzi. He returns it back in behind. Up the far side for Levshunov, but the puck now picked off by Cates of the Flyers, and now they attack into the Hawk zone. This is Brink at the left point, then top of the circle. He fires, blocked in front, loose puck taken away by Knight. He'll pin it to the ice and hold it, and a whistle will stop play. Flyers pretty good at generating some traffic in front of the opposition net. We saw a prime example of it right there.
Yeah, that's kind of one way that John Tortorella, the head coach, likes to have his team play. It's a hard-nosed, straight-ahead attack. Doesn't like his players to vary from the system. Doesn't want them to get individual. He wants everybody to be on the exact same page.
Off the draw. At the left point, the puck taken by Zamula. Now Konechny top of the left circle. Coughed up the puck to the Hawks, Nick Foligno. Head to Teuvo Teravainen into the Flyer blue line. He'll dump the puck to the right wing corner. Shoved up the boards by Zamula, but taken away by Louis Crevier at the right point. Down to Ilya Mikheyev along the right wing half boards. He centers the puck, but this is picked off by the Flyers' Emil Andre. He'll move it to center ice now to Konechny. At the Hawk blue line on the right wing, he'll spin it down behind the net. And Crevier gave it a ride around and out to center ice. And Flyer defenseman Andre could not hold the puck in the Hawk zone. He ends up sending it back into the Flyer end to Sanheim. Sanheim gave it to Owen Tippett just off the Flyer bench. Breaking through center and over the Hawk line. Tried to move down the left wing side. took the puck away, gave it a Sanheim high slot. He'll fire, and that goes over the net. Sanheim again from the high slot. Got it over, and a shot from the right wing circle. This is off the stick of Rodrigo Abels, and that's blocked by one of the Hawks. In the near corner, Patrick Maroon dishes the puck down behind the Hawk net. Vlasic moves it over to Murphy. Lead pass ahead now to Reichel at center ice. He runs into a couple Flyers at the Philly line, lost the puck. Murphy took it away. He'll carry into the Flyer zone down the left wing side. Tried to drop it back. This is picked off by Nicholas Delorier, and he'll move it ahead to center ice. Puck taken away by Murphy over the center ice circle. Patrick Maroon, left wing side. He'll drop it back into the Hawk zone. Del Mastro to the puck. They'll move it over to Connor Bedard. Now to Maroon, Flyer line. Back to Bedard, over the line, left circle. Fires, and Fedotov down with a butterfly save. Will hold the puck in the crease. Whistle will stop play. 2-2 with 8:26 left in period number 1. Hawks and Flyers. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Chicago's very own.
WGN.
When and where you want us.
Mom, I need to lay low for a few days.
Lay low? What's going on?
I only paid for this Hyundai Tucson.
Christopher Allen Lynch.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. Get the car or SUV you want at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Lease the Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month or get $2,250 bonus cash. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end March 31st. Call 224-661-0068 for details.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward. Modelo is the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Blackhawks know what it takes to build a legacy in Chicago. Since 1936, Culligan has proudly called Chicago home, building a legacy of trust, innovation, and service. As the Blackhawks' official water provider, Culligan's mission is to give you cleaner, safer, great-tasting water at home, at work, and after singing when the Hawks score at the United Center. Global leaders with hometown heart, Culligan understands that taking better care of water means taking better care of people's bodies, homes, and the planet. Culligan, water you love. Hey, Hawks fans, next season marks 100 years of Blackhawks hockey. Be part of the story with a full or half-season membership. Learn more at blackhawks.com/membership.
Blackhawks fans, today only. Save 25% on all youth Blackhawks jerseys at Blackhawks stores and online at cbhshop.com. Don't miss this chance to grab a jersey for the young Blackhawks fan in your life. Shop today.
Face up to the right of Fedotov. And Ryan Donato in to take it. Hawks get the puck at the left point. Kaiser down to Nazar beside the left circle. Put it high slot, Levshunov. Flips it past Forster. Then Polk checks the puck down to the corner, but Noah Cates whips it back up the ice. And in front of the benches, the puck pinballs away to Nazar. Tried to slap it down into the Flyer zone. It's taken away by the Flyers. Forster into the Hawk zone to Cates' left corner. Set it to the goal mouth. Look out. They score. Wyatt Kaiser lost a battle in front of the net to Bobby Brink, who was a little more determined on the play and jams this one past Spencer Knight, and the Flyers take a 3-2 lead.
Well, that's just, you got to be harder on the puck right there than Wyatt Kaiser was. Lost his balance, and Bobby Brink is not a big guy, 5'8", 170 pounds, but you're right, he was more determined in that crease area, and actually it happened all the way down the ice. Nazar got pushed off the puck, Levshunov got pushed off the puck, and then you just threw it right to the crease area. It hasn't been a good start for Spencer Knight. He's got to help out here and deflect that puck out of the way if he can, which I thought he could. Bobby Brink, 3 years at Denver University. He picks up his 11th of the season. Hawks trailing again now.
See how they respond. At the Flyer blue line, Emil Andre to the puck. Will flip it ahead down into the Hawk end. Connor Murphy behind the net. Ethan Del Mastro near corner. Lost the puck to the Flyers' Pelche, who then lost it down to the corner to Joe Veleno, to Del Mastro. Head to Bertuzzi, then to Veleno, to Bertuzzi over the Flyer line. Put it right circle. Kurashev pulls up, fires. He just missed the net. What a chance. Loose puck in the left wing corner. Bertuzzi snaps it around to the right point. Murphy there. Put it down to the right wing half boards. Kurashev checked off the puck. Flyers will take it back. Ryan Paling to center ice. Will whip it down the left side boards and in behind the Hawk net and then get off on a change. Poletto back to collect the puck behind the Hawk net. Carrying out and then carrying right back in behind the net. He'll stick it off the boards over to the corner. Crevier there. Passing behind the net now to the near corner to Del Mastro. He'll carry the puck to center ice. Breaks his stick as he dumps the puck into the Flyer zone. Sanheim took it back. Lead pass Konechny at center ice. Picked off by Mikheyev of the Hawks. Over the Flyer line to Teravainen left circle. Let go of a shot. It was blocked away to the right wing boards. Nick Foligno there. Put it down to the right wing corner. Ilya Mikheyev. Sent it out to the left point. Vlasic. He'll fire. Blocker save made by Fedotov. Puck taken along the left wing boards. Teravainen to the high slot. Vlasic over to Crevier. Top of the right circle. He fires. That was blocked in front. Then the puck is shoved down ice by Couturier. No icing will be called, but this will allow the Flyers to get a line change.
Both teams are real sloppy, kind of in their own end of the ice.
Yeah.
Some really good quality opportunities. You know, both coaches are going to want to tighten up their systems after this first 20 minutes.
Maroon sticks the puck to the right point to Murphy, who winds it back in behind the Flyer net. Left wing corner to Reichel. To Slaggert behind the net. To Maroon in the right wing corner. Back to Murphy, right point. Long wrist shot, deflects up into the protective netting and out of play. And we get a whistle stopping play. 5:57 left in period number 1. It's 3-2 Flyers. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Hey, it's Chris Chelios. Celebrate every goal this season with El Bandito Yankee, an ultra-premium tequila made from 100% Blue Weber agave. With no fake colorings or flavors, our verified additive-free Blanco, Reposado, and Anejo are so smooth, it's criminal. Our unique oxygenation process delivers a rich smoothness without that tequila burn. Pick up a bottle today at any Binny's Beverage Depot location. For events, cocktails, and more, visit elbanditoyankee.com and break out the Bandito, baby.
Marquette Bank has been Chicagoland's neighborhood bank for 80 years. 80 years is a long time. When you bank with Marquette Bank, you matter. After 80 years, we've learned that helping people like you make smarter financial decisions helps our neighborhoods grow and thrive. When you bank with Marquette Bank, good things happen for you and your neighborhood. Marquette Bank, love where you bank. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 462926.
Seems everything costs more these days. Gas, groceries, and when's the last time you checked your wireless bill? Yikes. When it comes to big wireless, if you're staying, you may be overpaying. Here's how to get the same fast, reliable nationwide coverage without the big wireless bill. Switch to Consumer Cellular. Plans start at just $20 a month, and that's not a short-term promo. Our U.S.-based experts will get you switched and saving in about 20 minutes. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com and start saving today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing.
This is Chris Chelios, and you're listening to Blackhawks hockey. Now back to the game.
We are back here at the United Center. 3-2 in a crazy first period. Just under 6 minutes to go here in period number 1. Score the limited edition player pin giveaway of Nick Foligno next Sunday, March 30th, presented by United Airlines. It's only available at the game, so grab your tickets now at blackhawks.com/tickets. Face off to the left-hand side of the Flyers' monstrous goaltender.
Yeah.
Fedotov is 6'7". He is a big man. It'll be the Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric face-off for all the right reasons. Call 866-4Seasons.
He had to perform military service in Russia before he could get free to come to North America and play in the NHL. And he's done that, so good on him. Now he's playing for the Flyers. Ethan Del Mastro with a puck at the line will fire a shot. This deflects up over the Flyers net and into the protective netting out of play. So get a whistle. They'll face it off again. Circle to the right of Ivan Fedotov. Flyers have had kind of a history of going through a number of goaltenders since joining the league in 1967 when the original 6 became the original or the expansion 12, if you will, or let's say the original 12. Expansion 6. They're one of the 6 that joined the NHL at that time. And anybody out there that can name the other 5, good on you. Back inside the Flyer zone, the Flyers get the puck. Sanheim passing to the Hawk line to Forster. Off his stick, then he's plastered into the boards by Murphy with a body check as the puck spins in on Knight, and he'll glove it to the ice and hold it. Whistle stopping play, face-off circle to Spencer Knight.
I thought this game would be a little bit more physical to start with. Just Two teams not happy with what happened yesterday afternoon, and it's been a little bit loose. That was one of the first big hits that we've seen, and that was delivered by Connor Murphy. No surprise there. There's always involved physically.
Polino facing off with Couturier. And the drop of the puck. Couturier wins it. Sanheim, actually Zamula left point. Leaving the puck there for Konechny. He'll whip it down behind the Hawk net. And Crevier back there battling with a couple of Flyers. Works the puck free. Apparently one of the linesmen became entangled with Konechny in that last play and went down, slow to get back up. And now a play ensues inside the Hawk zone along the near boards. Dug out by Vlasic, who put the puck behind the net to Crevier, and he'll drive it around the right boards to center ice. In front of the benches, Zamula took it away. And shot it across the rink for Konechny, and he'll carry it back into the Flyer zone, drop it off to Andre. Andre passing ahead to Michkov. One of the candidates for the Calder Trophy. He'll dump the puck into the Hawk zone to the near corner. Lefshinov put it over to Kaiser, who passes up the right wing side. Kurashev back to Wyatt Kaiser, Hawk blue line. He'll step ahead. Gave it to Bertuzzi. Flyer line right wing. Sent it across to the left wing corner. Kurashev there. Flips it back to the point intended for Kaiser, but one of the Flyers, that's Ula Lixell, got the stick in there, knocking the puck into the Hawk zone. Now here's a pass ahead to Bertuzzi over the Flyer line down the left wing side. Bertuzzi from the corner had the puck pulled off his stick. Kaiser at the left point. Put it down to Bertuzzi. Then reaching in to take it away for the Flyers was Jamie Drysdale, and he'll skate it back up ice and over the Hawk blue line. Put it into the near circle. Kaiser took the puck away for the Hawks. Checked by Pelche, takes the puck away. Moves the pass into the slot. Puck checked away again by Kaiser. Kaiser tried to use a golf swing maneuver to chop it out of the zone. Puck lays at the right point. Sanheim will whip it down behind the Hawk net. Puck taken out of there to the near corner. And then taken back by Levshinov in the far corner, moving it up the right wing side to center ice. And Kurashev will clear to center ice. Sanheim back into the Hawk zone, down the right wing side. Shouldered off the puck with a nice play by Kaiser. Puck lays at Sanheim's feet. He kicks it behind the Hawk net. Levshinov swatted it around, but not out. Held in at the point. That by Cam York. Put it down behind the Hawk net off a deflection to the near corner. And then Sanheim spun it back into the corner. Taken back by the Flyers. Lixell will put it back to the right sideboard. Sanheim fires. That goes wide. Owen Tippett high slot now. To Sanheim, top of the right circle to Tippett. Nearly turned it over at the line. But he dives to poke check the puck down to the left wing corner. And Delorier for the Flyers will whip it back in behind the Hawk net to the near corner. Wyatt Kaiser has it there. Shot it up the middle of the ice. Fortunately for the Hawks, no Flyers were near the area where Kaiser shot the puck, so it flows to center ice. Emil Andre dumping the puck down behind the Hawk net. And it's dug out by Kaiser. Passing up the left wing now, Slaggert. He'll poke it over the line to center ice. Hawks trying to change their D pair. Flyers get the puck back. Andre firing it back down the glass into the Hawk zone. Cates along the near boards. Lost the puck down behind the Hawk net. Murphy's got it. Sticks it up the right wing side. And here is Reichel charging through center over the Flyer line. Right circle. Put it in front for Slaggert. The pass was just over his stick. In the near corner, Cates takes the puck away for Philly. And he'll drop it there. Andre pokes it up the right boards to Brink. Outlets to Cates. To Forster, Hawk blue line. This is past his stick and down, and icing's going to be the call here against the Flyers. We're down to 1:59 left in period number one. 3-2 Philadelphia. Face-off circle to the right of Fedotov.
Sorensen quickly gets over to the Nazar Bedard Donato line here for this offensive zone face-off. Blackhawks line change sponsored by Kyoki Windows, the best line of fiberglass windows and doors. Good shift by the Hawks' fourth line there to keep the play alive in the offensive zone. Reichel's got some jump here. Maroon already has the goal in this one. Create that icing call so the offensive line gets out there for the draw.
Flyers get possession off the draw, and Andre tried to poke it around the glass. This one deflects up into the netting, so they're going to face it off again in the Flyer zone. And now the Flyers can get a line change. Hawks will stay with their 5 out there. Nazar on draws, as I said yesterday, very strong, 9 of 14. So far here today, I'm not sure how he's doing. It doesn't seem like he's doing as well. 2 for 2 is what I have. But he's
So
back.
that's not very good, or that is good?
50%, so not terrible, right? Now
I call that good.
All right. Here's Bedard from the slot. Shoots, he scores! Off the face-off win. Bedard got the puck, top of the left circle, walks across the slot and rifles it past Fedotov into the top corner of the Flyer net. That's number 20 on the season for Bedard, and it ties the score at 3.
Wow, this has been a wacky first period. Donato it's a 50-50 draw here. He puts in his skates. He kind of gives it a little bit of a push for Bedard to step in from behind, coming off the near boards. And then he walks towards the middle of the ice and he beats Fedotov high to the glove hand side. That quick shot. Not a lot of traffic there. That's just a good shot beating the goaltender. So we got a 3-3 hockey game here. For the first time in 8 games, the Hawks have scored more than 2 goals. And that's only in the first 20 minutes.
I'm just going to say, Troy, I'm looking for my watch. I can't find the time.
Well, it's time to break out the Bandito. Celebrate every goal this season with El Bandito Yankee Tequila.
That's what time I thought it was. Yeah, okay. Here's Donato with the puck at center ice in front of the Flyer bench. Backhands it down behind the net. Nazar in to take it away. Tried to center it, but it's picked off by the Flyer sealer. He'll clear down ice into the Hawk zone.
Well, it's been interesting for the 2 goaltenders in this game.
Yeah.
And Fedotov, he just left that puck behind the net, wasn't even paying attention that Nazar was coming in behind.
Ryan Donato finishing his check in the far corner on York. Had the puck for a moment, lost it. It's poked to center ice by Licksell down to the Hawk blue line. Connor Bedard back to get it to Connor Murphy there. Hawk line right wing. He put it in front of the Hawks, mentioned in Nazar, and he'll bat it down the boards in behind the Flyer net. We're down to 45 seconds left in the period. 3-3 the score. Sandheim with a lead pass up the right wing side. It's intended for Ula Licksell, but it's off his stick and down behind the Hawk net. Picked off by Pelche. He put it out to the line. McCabe picks it off. He's going to have a break over the Flyer line down the slot, and he tried to get a shot away. His stick was lifted from behind. An outstanding defensive play by Emil Andre. Now at the Hawk blue line, Murphy is hit as he dumps the puck down behind the Flyer net. It's in Foligno's skates. Ryan Paling strips it out, but then Foligno took it away. Put it out to Murphy, right point. To McCabe, top of the right circle. He'll carry to the point. Roll off a check once and then twice. Send it over to Murphy, left point with 3. Got some room. Fires. Kick save made by Fedotov as the horn sounds. Ending play in period number 1. So 3-3 the score after 20 minutes. The shots on goal favoring Philadelphia 11-8. And as Troy said just not long ago, kind of a strange first period. It's just a strange first period. I'll leave it at that. And hopefully that the boys have gotten their legs underneath them from their action yesterday. And first period in the books. We'll see what the rest of the game brings.
Well, sometimes you get maybe a little bit sloppy because neither team had a morning skate. You played yesterday afternoon, so you travel back in. Philadelphia was in Dallas losing in overtime in that game. Blackhawks losing to the St. Louis Blues. So I would think that both coaches want to shore things up defensively, a little bit loose, and both teams' end of the ice goaltending.
Yeah.
I would say not spectacular in that first period, but get pucks to the front of the net, get bodies there, good things happen. Blackhawks did a lot of good things offensively. They need to tighten up defensively, and I'm sure that's what they would say on the other side of the equation as well.
All right, let's go downstairs and let's join our guest. It's Blackhawks defenseman Alex Vlasic. And Alex, thanks for joining us. You know what? I'm looking down at the Blackhawks defense here this afternoon, and you know what, Alex? I'm seeing the future, and it looks like you're going to be one of the leaders of that future. Your defensive line mate, Louis Crevier, Ethan Del Mastro on the lineup, Wyatt Kaiser, along with Artyom Levshunov. 5 of the 6 are below the age of 25, including yourself. That, I think, bids well for the Blackhawks' future. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting. I think we got, like you said, a lot of youth in the locker room, not only on the back end, but up front as well. So, we're just trying to take strides as a team and individually and, trying to live up to those expectations.
First period was a little bit interesting. For the first time in 8 games, you guys have more than 2 goals, and that's only in the first 20 minutes. So that's the good side. The bad side is defensively, how do you take away some of these opportunities that were given up in that first 20?
I think just kind of sloppy plays. We, fell asleep for a couple seconds at a time, and then they're a pretty skilled team, and they can capitalize on those chances if we give it to them. So just kind of clean up those on our end.
Alex, I don't know if you had an opportunity to see Patrick Maroon's post-game interview or, hear kind of what was going on there, and a very emotional moment for him. And then he comes out here and he scores the first goal of the game. What has he meant to the group this year?
He's been one of my favorite teammates I've ever had. Only had him for this year, and he's had such a good career. Heard so many good things about him coming in, and he does anything for the team. He does anything for the boys, and you can just kind of sense that in his play and see that. So, he means the world to us, and we were all sad to hear that. This is his last year coming up, but he's done such a great job coming in this year and giving somebody for the young guys to look up to.
And Alex, we're going to enjoy the rest of his play for the remainder of this year, as I know you will too. Thank you for joining us here in the intermission, bud.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it very much. Alex Vlasic, Blackhawks defenseman. All right, after one period, 6 goals have been scored, 3 by each team. Charlie Romeliotis is standing by in Blackhawks Central. He's going to have a full intermission report, and that's going to be followed by second period action. We'll find out if the second period is as weird as the first one was. It wasn't really weird. It was just a lot of changes in possession. You know what I'm talking about. Charlie will be along here in just a moment. This is Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. But good to go where? Exotic bird shopping? To your Tuesday night bowling league?
Woo! That's a turkeys.
Good to go try your luck at bingo.
G32. Bingo!
Good to go to a lumberjack competition.
I'm going to move my car.
New top-tier Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, the most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
Heart surgery is no one's dream of retirement. I'm Beverly, and at 79, my cardiology team at Northwestern Medicine worked together to identify and replace a diseased valve in my heart without open heart surgery. Even better, I would be back on my feet in just days.
With access to the top heart and vascular program in Illinois by U.S. News and World Report for 17 years, the nurses, cardiac surgeons, and cardiologists at Northwestern Medicine's Central DuPage Hospital are experts in non-surgical options for patients with aortic valve disease like Beverly. Using a catheter, her team inserted her new valve, then inflated a small balloon to secure it in place. Almost immediately, blood flow was restored.
Thanks to my wonderful team, I'm enjoying the retirement I had always dreamed of.
Because what makes us better makes you better. Northwestern Medicine. Learn more at nm.org/better.
What's up, Blackhawks fans? Enjoying the game should be easy, so don't overthink it. What to wear? Done. Just toss on your lucky jersey. Don't know what to serve your friends? Easy. Pick up some pizza from your go-to and grab some Bud Light to stock your fridge. See, it's that easy. Just like Bud Light, which is always brewed with 4 simple ingredients for a clean Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
We asked people why they sold their homes to Grandview Homes instead of using a real estate agent.
We needed to sell Mom's home quickly and with a company we could rely on.
No showings, no closing costs, no staging, no real estate agent fees, no added stress.
Whether you have a hard-to-sell home, want a stress-free sale, or simply need to sell your home fast, Grandview Homes is the name you know and the name you can trust. Visit GrandviewHomes.com to discover the easiest and fastest way to sell a home.
The professionals at Plumbers 911 Chicago are ready to answer your call. They'll get your plumbing job done right the first time. Their phones are open 24/7, 1-833-PLUM-911.
Intermission?
Intermission already? It's time for an intermission update. Here's Charlie Romeliotis.
Well, we are here at the United Center, and one period is in the books. And we have a 3-3 score through 20 minutes. The first period over was set at 1.5, and it was minus 105 to hit. And the over was hammered. I think the over in the game actually has already hit. Also, plus 200 to score in the first 5 minutes. So if you had that and parlayed it, man, that was a busy first period for both the Flyers and the Blackhawks. Those odds are according to Circa Sports Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com. 6 other games on the NHL schedule. Only one of them is going on right now. We start in Winnipeg, where the Jets are hosting the Buffalo Sabres. Buffalo is up 1-0 on Winnipeg. The Jets are out shooting the Sabres 10-3 in the first intermission. The Winnipeg Jets, by the way, can clinch a playoff spot by recording at least 1 point in this game against Buffalo. So we know Washington became the first team to clinch in the East. Winnipeg can do the same here in the Western Conference today. And then we have 5 other games that will be happening later tonight. The Pittsburgh Penguins are in Florida to take on the defending Stanley Cup champion Panthers. The Penguins have won 5 of their last 6 games, so they're looking to stay hot over there. The St. Louis Blues are hosting the Nashville Predators in a Central Division showdown. The Blues are seeking their 6th straight win. And by the way, Nashville is coming off a game last night where they rallied from 2-0 down to beat the Toronto Maple Leafs 5-2 with 5 unanswered goals for Nashville. The Tampa Bay Lightning are in Vegas tonight to take on the Golden Knights. Vegas is looking for their 3rd win in a row. You have the Carolina Hurricanes in Anaheim to face the Ducks. Carolina is aiming to bounce back after a very ugly 7-2 loss to LA yesterday. They had their 8-game winning streak snapped. Jordan Stahl and Shane Gostisbehere for the Hurricanes will be questionable going into this game. Stahl with a lower body injury, and Gostisbehere is dealing with an illness. And then finally, the LA Kings are hosting the Boston Bruins tonight. LA has won 7 of its last 8 games, and Boston is looking to snap a 5-game losing skid. How about some March Madness scores? In the round of 32, Duke is currently leading Baylor 31-24 in the first half. Earlier today, number 1 seeded Florida held off the 2-time defending champion UConn to advance to the Sweet 16, winning 77-75. And then later tonight, you have Illinois, Kentucky, St. Mary's versus Alabama, Colorado State versus Maryland, Ole Miss versus Iowa State, New Mexico versus Michigan State, and Oregon versus Arizona. And finally, locally, Loyola is playing in the NIT. Later tonight, they will be on the West Coast to face San Francisco. Meanwhile, here at the United Center, the Blackhawks and Flyers are tied 3-3 through 1 period. The shots are 11-9 in favor of the Flyers. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago.
Lost your health insurance? You might be eligible for a special enrollment period on the Get Covered Illinois Marketplace. Get Covered Illinois navigators are ready to help you enroll in a quality, affordable health plan with essential benefits to cover prescription drugs, hospitalizations, maternity care, and much more. You might even qualify for financial help. Go to getcoveredillinois.gov. Your health coverage starts here.
Property managers and GCs use FinishingChicago.com's contractors for finishes and protective coatings in the most iconic venues, interior spaces, and essential infrastructure. Our painters apply industry-leading commercial and industrial finishes inside and out, so your biggest assets always put their best square footage forward. FinishingChicago.com has your free list of painting, wall covering, glass systems, drywall finishing, and signage contractors. For a great finish, start with FinishingChicago.com.
John Hansen here, Steve Bug from Great Lakes Credit Union. The merger you guys had is going to help you give back to the community, isn't it?
Yep. We help households and individuals on the verge of foreclosure. Through our intervention counseling program, we saved $7.9 million of those assets in the community. So that's keeping people in their homes, being able to afford their mortgage payments. We help whoever their lender is to come up with a plan that both can live with.
For more, head to glcu.org.
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time.
Back here at the United Center where the Blackhawks and Flyers are knotted up at 3-3. A very high-scoring first 20 minutes here in Chicago. Philly got off to they got the first goal of this game 3:59 into the game, and originally it was Travis Konechny that was being credited with the goal. But if you go back and look at the play, Jamie Drysdale fires that puck from the point, and Drysdale I think it went off of Louis Crevier's. Glove. So Jamie Drysdale is getting credited with the first goal for the Flyers. He kicked things off, and it was a back and forth game the rest of the way. The Hawks scored the next two, Philly scores the next two, and then Connor Bedard with the last one as we bring in Troy Murray. A lot of goals in that first.
What were you saying?
Jamie Drysdale got credited with the first goal for Philly.
After that.
Yeah, Chicago scored the next two, Philly scored the next two, and then Chicago scored the next one. Did I say something?
No.
Was it confusing?
Yeah,
I know it's a lot of goals. We're not used to that. We're not used to that in one period, let alone a game here for Blackhawks.
No. Offense was good, defense was suspect.
Yeah, both goaltenders probably would like to have.
I just broke it down there. That's all you need to know.
That's all. If there's ever a time I should ask Troy one question, this is the game. I'm sure both goaltenders would like a couple of those back as well too.
Well, clean the slate.
Yeah, that's true.
3-3 doesn't matter what the score is. 0-0 doesn't matter. It's a tie game. It's what you do from here on out. And I didn't think either goaltender had their best moments in that first period, but there was, as you heard Vlasic talk about, some real sloppiness to the Blackhawks defensive side. And, Philadelphia was sloppy in their own end as well. So I think both teams want to tighten that up. It's kind of sometimes what happens in an afternoon game for some strange reason.
So Veleno scores 47 seconds after Maroon. Then Philadelphia responds 12 seconds later. A lot of quick goals after goals that we've been talking about the last few games that have kind of been an alarming part of the Blackhawks trend. But nice to see Veleno get his first as a Blackhawk.
Yeah, it was fun.
We were literally just talking
about. John was like, I wonder if Veleno's going to get that first goal as a Blackhawk. Yeah, he did. He's been. I've actually really liked his game. It's a simple game. He had 3 shots in the game yesterday afternoon, which tied for the team high in the game against the Blues. He's been killing penalties, which is good. He's been decent on faceoffs. He's about 50% on the season. So those are some good numbers and some good things offensively. Great play by Nick Foligno to set up big Patty Maroon there for the first goal for the Blackhawks. And then, as you mentioned, 47 seconds later, they add on there, which is really good. Great. That's what we're talking about. Build on that. But then 10 seconds or 12 seconds later, it's in the back of your net. So good response from Philadelphia. But every one of those plays on both sides really could have been killed earlier. And that's something that they have to. And I'm sure that's been an issue. I don't follow Philadelphia all that much because they're more so in the Eastern Conference. But both coaches want to tighten things up defensively.
All right, we'll see what the second period has in store next. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
College basketball's biggest tournament is here. Bet like a pro. Circa Sports Illinois offers high limits, tight money line splits, and real competitive odds. Sports betting the way it should be. It's easy with the world's largest sports book at your fingertips. You can bet on the favorites to win or go for the long shot to score big with an upset. It's March, so you never know. Fast deposits, quick payouts, nonstop action. Download the Circa Sports app today. I use it. I love it. I know you will too. Circa Sports Illinois, sports betting the way it should be.
At the Midwestern University Multi-Specialty Clinic in Downers Grove, they take the time to get to know you. Located just off I-355 and Butterfield Road, student and faculty providers offer caring, unrushed, and thorough healthcare. Experience the Midwestern difference for family medicine, vision and dental care, physical and speech therapy, and so much more. Visit MWUclinics.com or call 630-743-4500 to learn more. The Midwestern University Clinics, your family's home for healthcare.
When you only want to work with the best in commercial concrete, think Concrete Illinois. Visit ConcreteIL.com, where you'll find the top commercial concrete contractors for your next project. Cement Mason LMCC members are skilled union employees who have the experience, skill, and focus needed to get the job done right, on time, and on budget. There's tremendous value in using skilled tradesmen on your commercial concrete project. To learn more, visit ConcreteIL.com. That's ConcreteIL.com.
Jackson Hewitt wants you to save money on tax prep. We're saving money by having our intern rap in this commercial.
Don't stress, Jackson Hewitt's got expert tax prep, $149 or less. Yo, some tax guys lie about price. They got hidden fees, that ain't nice. Ain't nice. Don't ignore MC Kevin's rhyme, because this deal's for a limited time. $149
for tax prep that's $149 or less. Hurry into Jackson Hewitt today.
No cap.
Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
Got an old car taking up space?
Call 847-608-4700. Global Auto Recyclers will haul it away and pay you cash in a flash.
The second period is next.
The second period.
Here for a recap is Charlie Remeliotis.
Blackhawks and Flyers are on the ice for the start of the second period. It was an eventful first. 6 goals scored. Pat Maroon scored his 5th of the season to get Chicago on the board.
Oh, and then Maroon caught a high stick, but no penalty call. Now puck taken away. McKay up to Foligno. Right circle in front. Maroon, he scored! The Big Red cashes in. A sweet handoff from Nick Foligno. And all Patrick Maroon had to do was tap it across the goal line and into the Flyer net. It's 1-1, and the Big Red is celebrating out there. It's great to see.
For every Blackhawks goal, Marquette Bank is donating $80 to a local charity to celebrate 80 years of neighborhood banking and giving back to the community. How many goals will be scored in this period, John?
Ooh,
we'll see.
I don't know.
Probably 0, knowing hockey.
Well,
usually works out that way, right?
I guess, yeah, we'll see. Hopefully the trend that took place in period number 1 for the Hawks will stay true. I don't know about the Flyers side, but we'll find out. Underway here in the second period. Teravainen deflecting the puck into the left wing corner in the Flyer end. Cates had it stripped away by Foligno. Winds it around to Murphy, right point. He'll spin it down to Foligno, right wing corner. He carries to the half boards and skates into a check there from Cates. And then in the near corner, the puck taken away from Zamula. And now Teravainen's got it along the goal line, walks it to the net and fires, and a shoulder save made by Fedotov. Foligno works the puck free in the corner. Ilya Mikheyev along the right boards to Murphy, right point. Snaps it off the inboards and down behind the Flyer net into the far corner. Bobby Brink there to get it. Had it stripped away by Teravainen. To Foligno back in the net. And now Cates took it away, then Teravainen took it back. Out to Del Mastro, left point, then down to Mikheyev, left wing corner. To Teravainen along the left boards. To Murphy, top of the right circle. He fires, and this deflects off Forster's stick and up and into the netting and out of play. So the score remains 3-3 with 18:58 left in period number 2. On the best day ever.
We'll see how both teams play in their own end of the ice moving forward here. Charlie and I were talking about it doesn't matter what happened in the first period. I didn't think it was the best goaltending period on both sides for Philadelphia and Chicago, but it doesn't matter because it's a no-score game right now. It's tied, so it's what happens here for the goaltending in the next 2 periods that will matter.
Nazar works the puck free off the draw. Hawks get possession and then give it back. Travis Konechny in the far corner will skate the puck up the right side to center ice and over the hot blue line. Cuts down the slot and then lost the puck. Louis Crevier sticks it up the right side. Bedard at center ice, front of the penalty boxes. Sent it across to Vlasic. He's over the Flyer line from the left circle. He fires. Chest save made by Fedotov. Donato the puck behind the net. To Bedard along the right half boards. Sticks it in front, and it's swept out of there by Sealer to center ice to Konechny. He's leveled into the glass by Crevier with a check. Hawks attack. Donato down the left wing. Flyer zone fires a shot, and that's into the glove and deflected out of play out of the Flyer in. I thought Fedotov for a second had that in his glove, but this deflects off of his glove and out. Face off to stay in the Flyer zone in the circle to his right. Get several looks at this play. Anyway, face off to his right. Paling facing off to the Flyers against Joe Veleno of the Hawks. Veleno scored his first Hawks goal in period number 1. Flyers get control. The puck's lifted out to center ice by Andre. Down into the Hawks zone. Andre's got the puck down. Put it over, and a shot from the bottom of the right circle is kicked out of there by Spencer Knight. Now Kaiser flings a pass up the right side. Here's Bertuzzi over the Flyer line to the right circle. Sent it down toward the net. Redirected on goal by Kurashev, but that's into the glove of Fedotov. And he'll hold on to it there.
Levchinov down at the other end of the ice was docked into Spencer Knight, and Spencer Knight went right into the net. flat on his back. If you watch, I know that you're focusing on the play, but Levshunov is a funny player to watch. He goes and he was tapping Spencer Knight on the head after he got out of his crease. It's like, okay, hey, the play's going on, but he took the time.
Yeah.
Here it is here. Watch him as he gets up here after the collision. He's going to get up and he gives his goaltender a tap before he heads up the ice. You okay, bud?
Yeah. Maybe it's a Russian thing. I don't know, but glad to have him aboard for sure. From center ice, Kaiser sends it ahead. Valeno over the Flyer line, right circle, pulls up and fed it in front for Bertuzzi. Couldn't get a shot away. Valeno took it back to Bertuzzi, left circle, cuts in front. He shoots, he scores! A sweet backhand by Tyler Bertuzzi. Finds the top right corner of the Flyer net over the glove of Fedotov. And the Hawks take the lead at 4-3.
Just a good offensive shift here by Kurashev along with Valeno and Bertuzzi. Kurashev's going to pick up an assist, his second assist in this game. This will be a primary as he just kind of redirects us over to the backside where Bertuzzi fakes the shot, pulls it to his backhand, and then roofs it up into the top corner. That is a heck of a play there for Bertuzzi, who's now got 19 on the season. Time to break out the Bandito one more time, celebrating every goal this season with El Bandito Yankee Tequila.
So Bertuzzi from Valeno and Kurashev, the goal at 2:37 of period number 2. As we return to the play in the Flyer zone, Lucas Reichel trying to barrel off of a check from one of the Flyer players. That's the youngster Rodrigo Abels. Puck ends up back at center ice. And now Slaggert will slap it down the left side boards in behind the Flyer net. This eludes the goaltender Fedotov. Ends up along the right side boards. Patrick Maroon will dish it down behind the Flyer net. Drysdale there for Philly. Passing up the right wing side. Abels with a rink-wide pass. Tip it over the Hawk line to the left circle. He fires, and it looked like Spencer Knight got the shaft of his stick on that, deflecting it away. Flyers hold the zone. Andre at the right point. Put it down to Cates along the right sideboard. Spend the right circle. Brink. He'll fire it through the crease to the near boards. Ilya Mikheyev took the puck back for the Hawks. Lightens it behind the net over to Vlasic, and he'll clear it off the boards to center ice. Back inside the Flyer zone. Puck taken by Igor Zamula. The pass up the right wing side to Forster into the Hawk zone. Flips it down behind the net. And Spencer Knight was going to play it into the near corner. He didn't see Bobby Brink coming along. Brink tried to take the puck away. It's taken back instead by the Hawks, and then the puck ricochets now up into the area between the two benches. And our colleague, Darren Pang, Johnny on the spot to grab that puck there, give it back to the linesman.
That didn't hit him, did it?
I don't think so.
No, that would surprise me. I gotta give my little buddy a little grief when I get the chance.
I don't know. I'm looking down there at his body language. He's okay. He's all right.
Yeah. He was busy last week.
Yeah, he was.
St. Patty's Day weekend or week, always busy. He's got a lot of extra gigs going on.
Now look out. Here's Konechny, left circle, flips the puck right through the Hawk crease from Michkov on the other side, but he couldn't control the pass. Nazar picks up a loose puck on the Hawk line. Skates it head through center over the Flyer line. Top of the left circle. Dropping it for Bedard. He'll fire, and this deflects up into the protective netting. So whistle stops play. I think if that play happened maybe a half a second sooner, Bedard gets an excellent shot on goal.
It was at Couturier, I think, that did a nice job coming back there and deflecting that. Yeah, he comes in behind. Nice job by the veteran Couturier just to read that play, sink in behind the drop pass from Nazar to deflect that up into the netting. Smart veteran move there.
Draw one by the Hawks. Del Mastro fires from the line. That deflects wide of the Flyer net. Valeno with the puck right wing corner. The Kurashev coming by. He'll carry in behind the Flyer net. Had the puck stripped away by Sanheim. Who moves it up the right wing side. Pelche at center ice. He hands it off to Lixel. He'll stick it down behind the Hawk net around to the near side. Paling from the left wing boards. Fired the puck in front. It deflects all the way through to the far corner. And Kurashev lifts it out to center ice. Paling back into the Hawk zone from the slot. He'll fire just wide of the net. Good chance there for Ryan Paling. Now Kurashev at the Hawk line, left wing side. Taps the puck across the rink, intended for Bertuzzi. He ends up handing it to Valeno, who in turn hands it off to Murphy, who carries down behind the Hawk net, drives it around up the left wing side, where Philip Kurashev put his backside into Jamie Drysdale of the Flyers to keep that play alive. Del Mastro now takes the puck away, swats it out to the line. Bertuzzi there to Valeno over the center ice circle. He's tripped, and a penalty coming up here to the Flyers. And then another trip on the near side. Michkov looked like he slew-footed Connor Murphy, who hit the ice, and he's down in front of the penalty boxes.
And it looks like there's going to be a couple minor penalties here.
A crowd emerges. Murphy a little slow to get up. He's up on one leg, let's say.
You know, a lot of times the referees won't call that second penalty, but this is so distinct in both areas. You got to think that they're going to double up in this situation.
2 penalties on the play.
Yeah.
14 Philadelphia, 2 minutes for tripping.
Couturier for
39
tripping.
Philadelphia, 2 minutes tripping.
Michkov for tripping as well. So this is a full 2-minute Citgo power play coming up here, 5-on-3.
The Hawks with 6 5-on-3 power play goals this season, kind of reflective of their power play success this year. So for the full 2 minutes, well, what an opportunity to blow the game open for the Hawks right here, right now. They already lead 4-3 with 14:32 left in period number 2. Face-off will be in the Flyer zone in the circle to Fedotov's right.
Yeah. Have some urgency in this. You got a full 2 minutes, but if you score once, you're still going to have another guy in the box. So let's just get some urgency into this right off the bat. Don't sit around.
Hawks control off the draw. Donato whips it to Bedard, who sends it left point. Teravainen to the right point, Levshunov, back over to Teravainen. To Bedard, left wing corner, back to Teravainen at the left point. Moving through the high slot, hands it there to Bedard. Bedard to Teravainen, right circle. Holding the puck, put it down bottom of the circle. Bertuzzi sent it over, and from the top of the left circle, a wrist shot by Levshunov sails over the net. Hawks get control again, 134 on the 5-on-3 advantage. Teravainen in the right wing circle, leaves it for Bedard, high slot to Levshunov, left circle, put it in front. Here's Donato, poking at it with the backhand, turned out of there. Donato got it back in the slot. Put it out to the line. Levshunov got it there. Bedard, top of the left wing circle. He'll carry through the slot, give it over to Teravainen, who drives one from the right wing circle over the Flyer net, around the glass, and down to the Hawk blue line. Levshunov there to get it to Teravainen at the Flyer blue line. Weaving into the Philly zone, gave it to Donato, high slot to Levshunov, right point. To the top of the left circle, Bedard. Here's Bedard, put it over top of the right circle, Teravainen. Teravainen moving down to the dot, then back to the half boards, drops it bottom of the right circle. Bertuzzi to Bedard, top of the right circle, tried to jam the pass through, deflects to the line, held in by Teravainen, who sent it on. Goalie score! Ryan Donato redirects this one past Fedotoff. It's a power play goal. The Hawks lead 5-3, and they'll stay on the Citgo power play. So for Ryan Donato, his team leading 24th on the season, 4th on the power play, and a 2-goal lead for the Hawks.
Great play by Teravainen. This is a no-look play to Donato. Everybody's kind of spread out. They're waiting for the Blackhawks to move the puck around. And Teravainen, he's got his eye on Donato the whole time, but he doesn't show his hand on this one. And Donato presents his stick, moves off there, and he just has to redirect this one. Good job by Donato, have that strong lower hand, making sure that puck didn't bounce away from him. Blackhawks have picked up an insurance goal. They're up 5-3, and time to break out the Bandito one more time. Celebrate every goal of the season with El Bandito Yankee Tequila. Hawks up 5-3 on that Citgo power play goal.
Now the play in the near corner, Flyer zone. Steeler clears it up the left wing glass. Paling into the Hawk zone, drops the puck in the high slot. Picked off by Ilya Mikheyev, and he'll race back up ice through center ice over the Flyer line. Gave it to Nazar, right point. He whips it across, intended for Maroon, but the Flyers intercept. Ryan Paling into the Hawk zone, right wing side. Dropped the puck off to Konechny, who spun it in front of the Hawk net, but picked off now by Reichel. 3 seconds, 2-1. Flyers come to full strength, but the Hawks do get 1 goal on the 5-on-3 advantage. That's 7 this season for the Hawks. and they'll have a 5-3 lead as we're going to get an icing call here to the Flyers. Nick Seeler fired it up the left boards, missing all of his teammates, and it goes down. So face-off comes down in the circle to the right of Fedotov, and the Hawks 1 for 3 on the Citgo power play.
That Blackhawks insurance goal is sponsored by GetCoveredIllinois.gov. Find out if you qualify for a special enrollment period through the ACA Marketplace. So Valeno steps in to take the face-off, and this face-off will be the Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric face-off for all the right reasons. Call 866-4Seasons.
And it's going to be Valeno facing off for the Hawks, and he wins the draw back down ice to the Hawk blue line. Guys are back to get it there. Head to Valeno over the center ice circle. He drops the puck back at the Hawk blue line to Crevier. He'll spin it ahead up the right wing side. Bertuzzi at the Flyer blue line deflects the puck down behind the Philly net. Brink drove it around, but not out of the zone. Valeno just inside the Flyer line, lost the puck to center ice, and Kurashev took it back into the Flyer zone, putting the Hawks offside. 5-3 Chicago Blackhawks with 12:02 left in period number 2 here at the United Center on the best day ever. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Hi, it's Lou Manfredini. Chicago's weather changes as often as line changes in a hockey game. Beat Chicago's weather extremes with new fiberglass windows from the Gilkey Window Company. Gilkey is Chicago's only family-owned, direct-to-consumer manufacturer who make, in my opinion, the best fiberglass windows and patio doors, independently verified as one of the most energy-efficient windows in America. For beautiful windows ready for any weather, choose fiberglass or choose vinyl. Just be sure to choose Gilkey. Go to Gilkey.com.
Hi, this is Dave Musial, owner of Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric, with our biggest sale ever. Furnaces from $39 a month. Furnace and air conditioning combos from $59 a month, plus 72 months interest-free financing and up to a $4,000 system rebate. Four Seasons guaranteed to beat any competitor's price by up to $1,000 guaranteed. So call today for your free in-home estimate and same-day installation.
For all the right reasons, call it 664 Seasons.
What does a good deal taste like with McValue at McDonald's? It tastes like the $6 daily double meal deal. The one and only daily double. 2 juicy beef patties inside a warm bun with melty cheese and shredded lettuce. Oh, and golden small world famous fries. And a crispy 4-piece chicken McNuggets. And an ice cold small soft drink of your choice. That's right, a full-on satisfy your cravings meal without breaking the bank. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Hey, Hawks fans, this is Connor Murphy. Let's get back to John and Troy on 720 WGN.
Friday night hockey is back here at the United Center this week as the Hawks take on the Vegas Golden Knights. Be here for the action, a pregame party in the atrium, and exclusive cup giveaway courtesy of Modelo. For tickets, visit blackhawks.com/tickets. John Weideman, Troy Murray, Charlie Romeliotis here at the United Center. It's been an entertaining game.
Yeah, yes.
5-3 Hawks. 12 minutes to go here, period 2.
Just had our military salute. Organization saluting men and women in our military and in the police and fire. Sponsored by Richard. Outstanding company when it comes to building facilities. Look them up and give them a call. They'll do the job for you. Vlasic at the left point Flyer zone. Sticks the puck down behind the net. Bedard's got it. Sends it out to the right point. Crevier bombs away from there. And a butterfly save made by Fedotov. And here come the Flyers the other way, led by Sean Couturier. Sticks it off the left corner boards and down behind the Hawk net. Spencer Knight winds it up the far side boards. Couturier picks it off to Michkov along the goal line left of the net. He turned the puck over. Nazar in the far corner, given a rough ride there by Couturier, who spins it behind the Hawk net up the near side. Zamula from the left wing corner tried to center. This deflects up the boards. Bedard's got it. He'll spin and dish to center ice. And then this is played back into the Flyer zone by Emil Andre. And the Flyers take the puck back. Igor Zamula between the circles, Flyer zone. Passing up the left wing, Andre. He had it picked off by Teravainen. Over the line, here's Mikheyev with a shot that misses the Flyer net. And the puck hits the shelf that separates the boards and glass and topples up into the protected netting. So we get a whistle stopping play now. 10:47 left in the second. 5-3 in favor of the Hawks.
Still a little sloppy on the side of the Philadelphia Flyers. The Blackhawks, though, have kind of cleaned up their game in their own end of the ice to a large degree, and they're getting some quality chances here against Philadelphia. They've already put 5 on the board. We're not halfway through this game.
Now Foligno wins this next faceoff, but the puck is poked down to the Hawk blue line by Mikheyev. Levshunov there. Put it back to Ilya Mikheyev. He'll carry back into the Hawk zone. Drop the puck off for Levshunov along the right sideboards. Send it ahead up the right wing. Mikheyev at center ice to Teuvo Teravainen. Weaving to the Flyer line. Send it over the line to Foligno. You heard that whistle cut the air. Offside is the call. Faceoff comes out to center ice and right in front of the Blackhawk bench.
Great crowd here on a Sunday afternoon. Best day ever. It was Connor Bedard giveaway pin today, wasn't it?
You know, I don't know what the premium was.
I do believe it was.
Is that what it was? I'd
Yeah.
like to get one of those.
Next Sunday, it's Nick Foligno's turn. Timeout here from the Philadelphia Flyers. And we're just talking about it. They kind of really haven't cleaned up their game, and they've just got to settle things down. John Tortorella, a veteran coach, been with the team for 3 years now, and he's trying to gather the group together here and get all on the same page. They're just literally giving up way too many opportunities. This is one of these games, I mean, that you would love to play in. It hasn't been an overly physical game, and lots of opportunities. Shots on goal 17-13, and I would venture to guess that, I'll take a quick peek at this, is shot opportunities and block shots. Probably heavily in favor of the Hawks at this point. Yeah, the Flyers have one shot that was blocked and only 7 that have missed. The Hawks have missed the net 7 times and had 12 shots that were blocked, so they are getting more opportunities. By the way, the timeout works for the Flyers after Tortorella decided to settle things down a little bit halfway through this hockey game.
Real quickly, I want to mention John Tortorella, head coach of the Flyers. He's very involved in causes that benefit his community, and he and his wife, Christine, they support just numerous causes in the Philadelphia area and other areas of the country as well. And over the years, he's raised thousands and thousands of dollars for charity. We're going to get an icing call here against the Hawks, but he's known to be a fire and brimstone kind of a guy, and I think that's, for a lot of people, that's the only way that they know him, and deservedly so. He's had his moments, but he's also a great guy off the ice, and he really does help mankind.
Yeah, and the Hawks captain, Nick Foligno, has a real good relationship with him. He was the captain in Columbus when Torts was there, and they have a great relationship.
Oh, there's a shot from the left point. They score.
Well, and just like that, right on cue.
This is going to be Konechny's goal. He redirected a shot from the slot. He's very good at tipping pucks out high, not necessarily right in front of the net, but very good. And again, the net front presence by the Flyers. And this score is now 5-4 in favor of the Hawks.
Yeah,
shot originated from the left point.
Yeah, and it's a second effort in the faceoff dot to get this puck back to the point. And again, it's just the Flyers, they find that shooting lane. They're going to get pucks there, and they've done a nice job of redirecting some pucks past there. And this one goes up over the glove of Spencer Knight. So after the timeout, seems like the Flyers respond the right way, and it's now a 1-goal hockey game.
Jamie Drysdale shot the puck from the left point. And as I mentioned, Konechny got some part of his stick on it, deflecting it home. 5-4 the score. Hawks with the lead. Wyatt Kaiser in the Phillies' own high slot. Long shot from there. It was a seeing eye shot that came in on Fedotov, and he blockered it away. Tyson Forster now at the Hawk blue line. Taken by Kaiser. He'll lift it through center and down into the Flyer zone. Hawks will try and get a line change. They get 2 of their 3 forwards changed. In behind the Flyer net, Egor Zamula with the puck. They'll pass it up ice. This deflects all the way down, and icing's going to be the call against Philly. .8:53 left in period number 2. 5-4 in favor of the Hawks. Face-off circle to the right of Fedotov.
Yeah, just an interesting game so far. Face-off's pretty much even. Score's close. Bruin steps in to take this draw.
Yeah. He was 0 for 4 yesterday in his hometown. I know he wanted to win at least one of those face-offs. Loses this one. Flyers get control. Pelche moves it across the rink on the right wing side of center ice. Andre will fling the puck down the boards into the Hawk zone. Send it toward the net. That goes wide. Having a little difficulty with my microphone here, folks. Hang with me. Inside the Flyer zone behind the net, Reichel sticks the puck around. Out to the right point. Crevier there. He'll flip it back in behind the Flyer net. Left wing corner to Big Maroon. He'll stick it back in behind the net around to the near side. Crevier tried to fling the puck in deep. This deflects up into the protective netting and out of play. 8:11 left in period number 2. 5-4 Hawks. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
It's Tom Stilling, and you're listening to Blackhawks hockey on WGN Radio. What do the Blackhawks and United Airlines have in common? The next generation has arrived, and the future looks bright. New planes are joining the United Airlines fleet every week, decked out with Bluetooth connectivity, screens and power at every seat, and bigger overhead bins to fit everyone's carry-on. Book your next trip on the United app or United.com today. United Airlines, proud to be the official airline of the Chicago Blackhawks.
Mom, I need to lay low for a few days.
Lay low? What's going on?
I only paid for this Hyundai Tucson.
Christopher Allen Lynch.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. Get the car or SUV you want at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Lease the Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month or get $2,250 bonus cash. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end March 31st. Call 224-661-0068 for details.
Cold weather and hockey season go together hand in hand, but your home isn't a hockey rink, and you want it to be the perfect temperature no matter the season. With Mitsubishi electric heating and air conditioning mini split systems, you get the ultimate comfort and efficiency every time, even in those difficult to heat places in your home. Their units are designed to deliver consistent comfort where you need it most. Check out Mitsubishi electric heating and cooling mini split systems today at getacomfyhome.com.
100 years in the making. One season to witness it all. Blackhawks full and half-season memberships are on sale. Secure your seat now at blackhawks.com/membership.
Well, trying to figure out things here on our broadcast.
Yeah. Well, we got the best
but
engineer
don't
in the
worry.
business.
I've been practicing my play-by-play, so.
Okay, good.
Your mic goes out. I'm going to jump right in here.
Well, I mentioned our Hall of Fame engineer, Paul Zarang. He's got the relief headset warming up in the bullpen. I'm sure we'll get it situated here momentarily. Face-off circle to the left of Fedotov. Flyers get control. Bobby Brink along the right sideboards. Flyer end lifts the puck up so high it nearly hit the bottom of the scoreboard at center ice, but it bounces down into the Hawk end. Levshunov clears it up the far side. Brink took it away, lost it on the Hawk blue line, and then took it right back. The play remains onside. In the far circle, then corner. Tyson Forster runs into Vlasic, lost the puck up the boards. And then Donato made a lead pass for Nazar. It's off the end of his stick into the Flyer zone. Nazar strips Sanheim of the puck. And a penalty coming up here. This is going to be to the Flyers. Travis Sanheim. Holding will be the call, and the Hawks go back to the Sitco power play. Good effort there by Nazar to draw that penalty.
Yeah, and then, that's something that the Hawks really haven't been doing a whole lot of, is drawing penalties. But this is a great example, is just keep your feet moving. And Sanheim has no choice here to hook up or hold the stick of Frank Nazar. If he stayed after that like a fly on a rib roast. So the Sitco power play starts again here. Face-off will be down the left wing side. When you start with Sitco, you're good to go. It's a holding of the stick call.
Well, Donato was going to take the face-off. It's going to be Teuvo Teravainen now instead against Jacob Pelche, who began the season. Actually, this is Ryan Poehling. And Poehling wins the draw, then taken away by Bertuzzi back in the net. Teravainen right point now to Bedard, top of the left wing circle. Bedard holding the puck, sent it over to Teravainen. A one-timer is turned out of there by Fedotov. Konechny drives the puck around the glass and past Connor Bedard and back down ice into the Hawk end.
That long-range one-timer, a little bit out of the area where Teravainen can beat a goaltender. He's got to move in a little bit closer there. He doesn't drop pass, and then he got leveled by Konecny.
You don't think he was admiring his pass, do you?
I don't know what he was doing.
Donato takes a pass into the Flyer zone right circle. Back past Teravainen right point to Levshunov deep slot. Put it over left wing boards to Bedard. Bedard backing up toward the corner. Now took it back to the half boards. Fed it through Levshunov high slot to Donato. Actually down back to Levshunov. He'll fire. And that goes wide off a deflection. Teravainen to the puck. To Donato in front. He scores off a deflection. A redirection by Ryan Donato. Put it in behind Fedotov. It's the second power play goal of the afternoon for the Hawks. They're 2 for 4. And they now lead the Philadelphia Flyers 6-4.
Almost a carbon copy of what happened last time. Donato just pokes it around the front of the net here and puts his stick on the ice, presents a target for Teravainen, and Teravainen a quick little play again, and a nice little redirect past the blocker of the Flyers goaltender, who has now been lit up. He gave up 2 goals and 3 shots and was pulled in the game yesterday afternoon against the Dallas Stars. Coach is going to hang with them a little bit longer. The Blackhawks are up 6-4 with that Sicko power play goal. Donato's second on the power play, is now team leading. No, I shouldn't say that. He's got 5 on the power play.
But he does lead in goals with 25, as you said.
Does do that, and with that goal, time to break out the Bandito. Celebrate every goal this season with El Bandito Yankee Tequila.
Flyers attack. Matvei Michkov into the Hawk zone. Drops it on the right wing side to Konecny. Shot it across to the left point to Couturier. He'll stick the puck down to the corner. Michkov put it to the slot. Andre fires. Kick save. Here's a shot from the high slot from Zamula that goes over the Hawk net. And now Vlasic will stick the puck off the left sideboards. This will slide down ice in beside the Flyer net, and Fedotov came out and played the puck, so no icing will be called. Flyers get it back and clear their end. Andre passing it ahead into the Hawk zone along the right sideboards for Lixo.
Loose little penalty here coming from the officials, but I think they felt that they probably got to give one. Bertuzzi's going to head to the box. I'm not sure exactly what the call is, but
59, 2-minute minor tripping.
Oh, there it is.
I don't even think the player fell.
Yeah. All right.
Attempted tripping.
What's that?
Attempted tripping.
Attempted tripping. I'm okay with that. 5:34 left in period number 2. 6-4 favor the Hawks. Back with a Flyer power play after this on 720 WGN.
From big goals to bigger hits, FanDuel gives you the chance to cash in on it all. Because right now, new customers bet $5 get $200 in bonus bets if you win. So download the app and score big all season long with FanDuel, an official partner of the Chicago Blackhawks. Must be 21 or older and present in Illinois. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward. Modelo is the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Style at every turn and power for every drive. Your new Porsche awaits at the Porsche Exchange in Highland Park. Stop in today to browse and test drive the latest models, including the all-new 2025 Porsche Macan 4 Electric with its impressive 402 horsepower. And right now, qualifying lessees can receive up to $12,500 in electric vehicle rebates. Find style, power, and your new Porsche today. Shop electric Porsche models and more by visiting the Porsche Exchange in Highland Park or PorscheExchange.com.
Hey, Hawks fans, this is Connor Murphy. Let's get back to the action.
Now back to the game.
Blackhawks insurance goal by Donato, sponsored by GetCoveredIllinois.gov. Find out if you qualify for a special enrollment period through the ACA Marketplace. Philadelphia on the power play for the first time. I don't even know if I want to read this or not. You know where I'm going with this. 11 games without a power play goal for the Philadelphia Flyers. 0 for 28 during that span.
So you can kind of hear me knocking wood under the counter. The draw won by the Flyers, and Konechny centers for Couturier, who fires from the slot. Didn't get all of it. Ends up in the glove of Spencer Knight. 6 seconds have gone to the Flyer power play. Face-off circle to Knight's left.
I'm just saying, if you're going to, kill the penalty, you might want to have somebody in front of the net. Right on that play there, everybody got caught near the boards. Foligno actually does a nice job of coming back and stretching out to redirect that shot from Couturier into the glove of Spencer Knight.
Draw won by the Flyers. Drysdale at the right point. Put it down to Michkov along the right sideboard. He whips the puck down behind the net. Picked off by Connor Murphy, and he'll clear it off the right sideboards and down.
Connor Murphy, after he took that tumble, went down into the Blackhawks locker room for a brief time. Good to see that he's back there. Blackhawks have, other than Connor Murphy, everybody on the blue line 23 years of age or under.
I was going to say, it's a young-looking group, isn't it? Konechny at the right point, Hawk zone, slaps the puck down the boards behind the net up the left wing side. Michkov there. They work it in front. Couturier to Konechny. High slot. Now to the left wing corner, Matvei Michkov. Calder Trophy candidate. Shovels it to Forster, who sticks it around. Couturier, right wing corner. Center right point. Now Konechny's got the puck along the right wing boards. Whips it to the blue line. Drysdale there to Michkov, left point. 57 seconds on the power play. Drysdale backing up through the high slot. Hands it there to Konechny. Konechny long wrist shot. That's blocked out high by Vlasic. Puck is sent back in toward the net by Konechny. Turned out of there. Konechny now at the left point. Here's Konechny moving to the high slot area. Gave the puck to Drysdale, standing at the blue line. Moves it to the right wing boards to Michkov. He'll curl out top of the right circle. Tried to gun it in front and did. And a backhand swat by Couturier is stopped by Spencer Knight, and he'll glove the puck to the ice and hold it. 28 seconds left on the Flyer power play with 4:02 left in period number 2. The Hawks enjoying a 6-4 lead.
Flyers looking for that little soft zone right in between the face-off circles. Couturier gets the little redirect on the back end in towards the goaltender, Spencer Knight. Boy, this is a tough one for Spencer Knight. Fights it off with his shoulder and then jumps on it, the top of the blue paint.
Draw to Knight's left. Knocked out of there by Foligno. Crevier got to the puck along the near boards and clears down ice into the Flyer end. Superior, let's say, length on the stick. He was able to get to that puck before any of the Flyers. Back the other way. Willow Lixell to the Hawk blue line. Leaves the puck there. It's taken across now by Sanheim, and the play is whistled on the offside. So you're down to 6 seconds left on the Flyer power play with 3:40 left in the period. Still 6-4 in favor of the Hawks, and some fresh troops out there as penalty killers on the Hawks side.
Yeah, you're looking for the next shift here. You've got Donato and Teravainen up front, so the Blackhawks get the line changed. I would imagine that Bedard will be hopping over the boards when the penalty expires. Line change sponsored by Gilkey Windows, the best line of fiberglass windows and doors.
They're all won by the Flyers. Deep in the far corner, Hawks zone. Bobby Brink falls down, lost the puck. Donato shovels it behind the net. Hawks come to full strength. Bertuzzi's out of the box. Play in the left wing corner. Brink put it in front of the net. Picked off by Teravainen. He whips it ahead now to Bertuzzi on the right wing of center ice. He'll stick it off the boards and glass deep into the corner, and then finishes his check on Sanheim as the puck is taken back by the Flyers' Owen Tippett. Tippett at center ice on the left wing side. Sends the puck down deep into the left wing corner Hawk zone. Del Mastro tried to stab it out of there. The puck laid at his feet. Levshunov came along and picked up the puck behind the net. Passing up the right side, Donato center ice to Bedard. He's over the Flyer line, left circle, put it across Teravainen. He'll fire. Save is made by Fedotov with the pads. And a follow-up shot there by Teravainen was gobbled up with the glove by Fedotov, and he'll hold on. Now 2:52 left on the clock. Still 6-4 in favor of the Hawks. Face-off circle to Fedotov's left.
There's been a lot of open areas in both ends of the ice around the goaltender. You know, you saw the game last night against St. Louis. Boy, they defended that front of the net area extremely well. Levshunov having a conversation with Delorier. I hope he knows who he is.
Might not be a bad idea.
Somebody should tell him.
Yeah. Here's Del Mastro firing from the left point. That's gloved out of the air by Fedotov. He'll hold on to it.
You know, you watch Levshunov, and he just has fun out there. Like, he literally does. He's enjoying playing the game. And his English, you know, he's going to have to work on it. But you can see the love of the game in his voice and in his eyes, just the way he talks. Yeah, just love it. I want to play the game. I want to play. I want to do well.
He's an interesting young man, as you say. I've gotten to know him a little bit on the road. I speak just a little bit of Russian, and I love it when he corrects my Russian, and he makes sure that I'm saying things right.
I correct your English.
Well, I got you for that.
I don't know any Russian.
I do. I know Mikheyev and Levshinov. That's not all I know right now. Levshinov in front of the penalty boxes. Takes the puck away. Tried to stick it back to the Flyer blue line. This is taken back by the Flyers. And York will dip it down behind the Hawk net. Levshinov back to get it. Carrying up the left wing side. Clears the puck to center ice. And the Flyers take it back. Ryan Poehling whips it ahead into the Hawk zone to Forster. He'll stick the puck down the left wing boards. Around it goes. Tip it on the right side board. Whips it back around Egor Zamula from the high slot. Set it over. And a shot from the right point by Andre. Never got through to the Hawk net. Taken back by the Hawks now. Here's Bedard into the Flyer zone. Right wing side. Zamula poke checks it ahead. Forster into the Hawk zone. Weaving to the slot. Karavainen with a timely poke check. Took the puck away. Spins it through the air to the Flyer blue line. Owen Tippett there will stick it back deeper into the Flyer end. Zamula with a lead pass up the right wing side into the Hawk zone for Pelche. But Joe Veleno came along for the Hawks and stripped it away. Carried behind the Hawk net into the near corner. And he's trying to shake the check of Pelche. Veleno put it behind the net. Del Mastro whipped the puck away up the far side, but not out. Michkov left it in the corner, and Veleno will stick the puck up the left wing side. Kurashev at the Hawk blue line forces it to center ice to Bertuzzi. And from in front of the Hawk bench, he'll drive it down the left sideboards and in behind the Flyer net. Pedotov, the goaltender, spun it around up the near side on the glass, and it hit Veleno. Flyers take the puck back behind their net. Drysdale whips it around up the right wing side. There's Matvei Michkov, Hawk line. Steps across the right point. Cuts through the slot, fires in and out of the glove of Knight. Loose puck taken away along the near boards by Bertuzzi. Can't clear the zone. Flyers get it back. Here in front of the net, Sealer redirects the shot wide. Loose puck into the right wing corner. And Crevier leaning on Konechny there, forcing him to give the puck up. Veleno tries to clear it out. It's knocked out of the air by a Flyers high stick. Hence the whistle. 32 seconds left in the period. 6-4 in favor of the Hawks. Hawks killed off the Flyers power play a little earlier and came back to full strength. And right now in control of the game. They've outshot the Flyers 25-21.
And being back to full strength, sponsored by Northwestern Medicine Orthopedics on a relentless pursuit of better medicine. A major goal outburst here this afternoon by the Blackhawks. 32-5 on the clock here to finish it off. Face off in the neutral zone. Hawks up by a couple. Make sure they manage the last half a minute here.
Going to get an icing call against the Hawks here as Vlasic spun a pass from the Hawk zone intended from Mikheyev, waiting at the Flyer blue line. It must have bounced over his stick and went down.
Yeah, and this is what you didn't want to have happen here is an icing call. Now you get a face-off in the offensive zone. Numbers for the Flyers are hard to read, aren't they, on the back of their jerseys?
Yeah, they're not easy. Takes a second. But that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Now Teravainen deflects the puck down ice into the Flyer end, and icing's called again against the Hawks.
What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Well, you said, because that's why I'm doing what I'm doing.
No, identifying the Flyer players on the ice as they have the puck and what they're doing. It's kind of what I do.
I just thought maybe there was something different that you were doing today.
Oh, no, I haven't changed this act up in 30 years.
No prescription on those goggles you have?
If I don't have these glasses, thank you, Dr. Jim Kelly. I probably am going to have a real hard time on my hands trying to identify everybody. Drop the puck to the right of Knight. Hawks control. Murphy put it up the boards. Not out. Taken away and shot from York for the left point wide. Here's Forster in front with a shot, and Knight came out to meet that with a butterfly save. Flyers get the puck back, then it's cleared to center ice. Teravainen may have a chance with 1 second left on the clock. Nope, going to run out of time. So 40 minutes are in the books. 6-4 in favor of the Blackhawks, who take a 25-21 shots on goal advantage into the dressing rooms after 2 periods of play.
25 shots for the Hawks. That's big improvement. You still got another period to go. Things looking up. Offense is producing here. It's rolling along pretty good. A couple power play goals, Citgo power play goals by Ryan Donato, who hopefully is going to join us here during the second intermission. Talk about that Citgo power play, what's been effective, how it's been working. Nice that they have some opportunities. Yesterday in the game against the Blues, and I said this a little bit earlier, the fourth time this season that they didn't have at least one power play opportunity.
Yeah.
The game was kind of real close there in St. Louis for a while there, and if you have that chance, man advantage, Blackhawks have used that to nicely this season to close the gap, tie games or whatever it is. Power play remains in the top 10. It's been effective basically all season long, and a 5-on-3 goal, a little redirect there by Ryan Donato, and then a 5-on-4. Same type of situation, same setup from Teravainen.
There have been 4 games this season where the Blackhawks haven't had a power play, Troy. They've lost all 4 of them. So that kind of illustrates.
Hey, what's that?
There have been 4 games this season where the Blackhawks have not had at least one power play. They've lost all 4 of them. So that, in a way, supports your point about how effective the power play has been. Had they had power plays in those games, maybe we're looking at different results.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It could have made a difference in that game yesterday against the Blues, depending on the timing of when the power play was given. But I thought the 5-on-3 was a little stationary to begin with, but then they started to have some movement. And Teravainen is such a smart player. He spots Donato twice. But a nice job by Ryan as he, presented his stick, had it down on the ice, strong lower hand, just to redirect those pucks into the net.
Seems like when it's going good, guys that score like Donato, they're doing all the right things and that lead to the goals that are scored. So anyway, it's good that he has found a scoring touch, and there was a time there when he had a little bit of a dry spell, but he's fought his way through it. He's worked at his game. He never stops working at his game, as we know.
Anyway, worked on the eye. It's good to see that they work on that. They do it all the time, which is good.
We got a noisy building here today. I think the kids are having a blast, huh? What do you think? Kids down.
We got a couple of youngsters down there shooting the puck. We got them announcing here inside the building. A lot of fun here on the best day ever.
All right, we're about ready to join our guest downstairs, I believe. We're going to get the thumbs up from our engineer, Paul Zareng. Yes, sir. Let's go down and join Ryan Donato. You got a pair of goals today, bud. I know yesterday was a little bit of a frustrating day for you in St. Louis, but this one seems to be going your way. And a little while ago, I made the point that when a guy like you that scores goals starts to score the goals, it seems like all those habits that you've worked at begin to pay off.
Yeah, I think, there's a lot of obviously opportunities that you get that don't go in that are great opportunities, but, you just feel blessed when you have a guy like Turbo that can just, give you some love on the back door. He just throws it right to you. I think he could have put my 5-month-old in front and she could have scored. So I think it was great. And obviously the power play's cooking.
Ryan, you always got to put those in. They, easier said than done. I've seen so many players over the year miss the wide open net. But, just kind of go over what happened there because, Teravainen has such great vision there. The first one was a no-look play, and then the second one kind of a bang-bang play. But you were in the right position. You saw it. You got your stick on the ice and redirected those plays. But those are sometimes things that a lot of players don't pick up, but Teravainen does.
Yeah, he's a special player. And, the more that you get to play with guys like that, you kind of understand their habits. And he's a guy, that can see everything. I think he saw it actually a couple of plays before that where he saw me in the back door and then later didn't use the no-looker pass because he knew that I was going to be there. So he's one of those guys that's talented and, you can get those plays and, you just got to count your blessings because, you can get those plays and have them not go in. So I'm just happy they went in.
What has been the difference in the outbreak and scoring in this game compared to the last couple of games where the team has struggled to get 2 goals?
I don't know. It's a great question. I think we had the answer. We would, tried to fix it earlier in the year, but I think, obviously we get one on 5-on-5 and on the power play. It definitely helps and creates some momentum. And, I'm not saying that's the reason why other games have gone well, but for us, I think if we play well at 5-on-5 and capitalize on our special teams, usually good things happen.
Well, Ryan, you've got a career-high 25 goals going for yourself with 11 games left in the season. My money's on you, bud, to hit 30. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just feeling blessed that I hit 25, and, I'll just keep on working hard and see what happens.
Keep up the great work, Ryan. Thanks for joining us here in the intermission.
Thank you, guys.
All right, Ryan Donato, our guest. After 2 periods here in the best day ever, it's 6-4 in favor of the Hawks. Charlie Remiliotis is standing by in Blackhawks Central. He's going to have a full intermission report. And that's going to be followed by third period action. We'll find out if the Hawks can hang on and end a 7-game winless streak at the hands of the Flyers and add to their losing streak. All that coming your way in just a little while. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
I think our engagement in the community allows us to live our creed that we are here for all of Illinois. It really emphasizes that we are local. I'm Stephen Harris, and I am the president of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois. It's very important that we're able to support our communities across the state, fostering a sense of trust. We have our Care Van program that provides health education and immunization support at events with our partners. We have our Blue Door neighborhood centers in which we provide free services to the community. Health and wellness classes, financial literacy, and mentoring programs. Those things help improve the wellness of the community at large, because we do that not only for Blue Cross members, but we do that for people who don't have access to insurance. At the time where they're most vulnerable, we are their reliable partner.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
It's Truck Month at Bob Joss Chevrolet in Elburn. Right now, get 2.9% APR for 72 months on a brand new 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500 TurboMax with all the bells and whistles. But you better hurry in for best selection. Bob Joss Chevrolet, next to Reams Meat Market in Elburn, Illinois. Chevrolet, together, let's drive. Plus tax, title, license, and doc fee to qualified buyers with approved credit. Not all buyers will qualify. Based on $15.50 per 1,000 finance. See dealer for details. Expires 3/31/25.
When you're betting and find yourself constantly thinking about gambling and you're losing more money than you have, are you really winning? If you're spending too much time with the slots or you can't stop betting on sports and you find yourself feeling overwhelmed, maybe lying and probably losing more money than you can afford to lose, you're not alone and you can get help. It's available 24/7 and it's confidential. When your betting has gotten out of hand, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.areyoureallywinning.com. Sponsored by the Illinois Department of Human Services.
Innovation DuPage, a community built around the needs of entrepreneurs, startups, and small businesses. Here's Melissa Villanueva, founder and CEO of Brewpoint Coffee.
I want to tell you about Innovation DuPage. If you are a small business owner or an entrepreneur in DuPage County, you have to check out Innovation DuPage. Whether it's their co-working space, weekly meetups, or their accelerator program like their owner to CEO, Innovation DuPage is a great place to learn, grow, and network in DuPage County.
If you're starting a new business, visit innovationdupage.org today.
Hey, Chris Chelios here. It's time to break out the Bandito. El Bandito Yankee Tequila. So smooth, it's criminal. Break out the Bandito, baby.
Intermission?
Intermission already? It's time for an intermission update. Here's Charlie Remiliotis.
Back here at the United Center, the Blackhawks up 6-4 through 40 minutes of play against the Philadelphia Flyers. Got a high-scoring affair here in Chicago on this fine Sunday afternoon. Let's check it with some scores around the NHL. Only one other game going on, and it's in Winnipeg, where the Jets are down 2-1 to the Buffalo Sabres in the second intermission. If Winnipeg picks up at least a point in this game, they will clinch a playoff spot. We know Washington clinched already in the Eastern Conference. We'll see if Winnipeg can put together a comeback in the third and clinch a spot in the Western Conference. And then a few other games going on later tonight. The Pittsburgh Penguins, who have won 5 of their last 6 games, are in Florida today to take on the defending Stanley Cup champion Panthers. The Nashville Predators are in St. Louis, the Blues going for their 6th straight win. The Tampa Bay Lightning are in Vegas later tonight to take on the Golden Knights. The Vegas is looking for their 3rd straight win. The Carolina Hurricanes are in Anaheim later tonight. They had a really tough, ugly loss yesterday, 7-2 to LA, to have their 8-game win streak snapped. Jordan Staal and Shane Gostisbehere are questionable in that game for Carolina. Staal with a lower body injury, Gostisbehere with an illness. And then finally, the LA Kings are hosting the Boston Bruins later tonight at 8 o'clock. LA has won 7 of its last 8, and Boston is looking to snap a 5-game losing skid. Let's get to some March Madness scores. The round of 32, Duke is currently leading Baylor 65-48 in the second half. And then earlier today, number 1 seed Florida held off 2-time defending champion UConn to advance to the Sweet 16, winning 77-75. And later tonight, we have Illinois versus Kentucky, St. Mary's versus Alabama, Colorado State versus Maryland, Ole Miss versus Iowa State, New Mexico versus Michigan State, and Oregon versus Arizona. And finally, locally, Loyola is playing in the NIT. Later tonight, they will be on the West Coast to face San Francisco. Meanwhile, here in Chicago at the UC, Hawks are up 6-4 on the Philadelphia Flyers. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago.
As the official partner of the Chicago Blackhawks, Enterprise is ready to go the extra mile. They're dedicated to the most dedicated fans in the game. And with Enterprise on your team, you can move forward with confidence, knowing they've got your back. They're always available with mobility solutions, whether you need a rental replacement, truck, or even tailored business strategies. At Enterprise, your goal is their goal, and they're ready with the assist.
Lost your health insurance? You might be eligible for a special enrollment period on the Get Covered Illinois Marketplace. Get Covered Illinois navigators are ready to help you enroll in a quality, affordable health plan with essential benefits to cover prescription drugs, hospitalizations, maternity care, and much more. You might even qualify for financial help. Go to getcoveredillinois.gov. Your health coverage starts here.
We asked people why they sold their homes to Grandview Homes instead of using a real estate agent.
I decided that spending the time and money to rehab the unit and sell it through conventional means was not in my best interest. They give you a fair price offer, close quickly, and pay promptly. The process with Grandview was virtually effortless.
Whether you have a hard-to-sell home, want a stress-free sale, or simply need to sell your home fast, Grandview Homes is the name you know and the name you can trust. Visit GrandviewHomes.com to discover the easiest and fastest way to sell a home.
The professionals at Plumbers 911 Chicago are ready to answer your call. They'll get your plumbing job done right the first time. Their phones are open 24/7, 1-833-PLUM-911.
Back here at the United Center, the Hawks are up 6-4 on the Philadelphia Flyers. JR, nice to see him here in the radio booth here. Hawks up 6-4. A lot of players with multi-point efforts in this game. Ryan Donato, Philip Kurashev, Tyler Bertuzzi, Teuvo Teravainen, Joe Veleno, and Connor Bedard. So we got a lot of – everyone's getting their cookies today, Troy.
Even us, what are these?
Yeah, actually, we have literal cookies up here. Whose birthday is this? Little pastries with strawberries on them. Huh. Look at that.
Yeah, we're even getting our cookies.
Both figuratively and literally.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the game through 40 minutes here?
It's a loose game.
Yeah.
But I thought the Hawks did a better job of tightening up what they needed to do in that period. That they still gave too many, high quality chances to Philadelphia, I think. But Philadelphia, very loose in their own end of the ice. Even their penalty killing, that's in the middle of the pack. Both goals by Donato, wide open on the back door. No fault of the goaltender there. Somebody's got to protect that area. But as Ryan Donato was talking about it, Teravainen is a smart player. He saw something there that was there previous to when he actually made the play. Maybe he set it up there and they saw somebody cheating a little bit, maybe trying to take away that backside one-timer from Bedard or Levshunov and leaving Donato open a little bit more than he should have there. And nice job by him to spot it both times. And, good execution by Donato. And, he kind of downplays it, but I've seen a lot of players miss those tap-ins like that over the years.
His 5-month-old, I don't know if she would be able to tap that one in, but that was great pass by Teuvo Teravainen.
Well, it's not the 5-year-old. It's whether John could do it.
Touché. Oh, I didn't think he had his headset on. It's back.
I'd go to my backhand, and I have a good chance at that point. Yeah.
All right.
Otherwise, no chance, no shot.
Cookies for everyone. All right, Hawks are up 6
Cookies galore here on best day ever.
Hawks are up 6-4. We'll take a quick break, then set up the third period next. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGS.
Imagine being 3 months pregnant and finding out you have cancer. I'm Robin, and that was my reality. But I trusted my team at Northwestern Medicine, my oncologist, orthopedic surgeon, and high-risk obstetrician, who collaborated to come up with the safest chemotherapy plan. So I didn't have to choose between my life and my baby's.
Anchored by Northwestern Memorial Hospital, nationally ranked for obstetrics and gynecology, cancer, and orthopedics by U.S. News and World Report, Robin's team worked together closely, focusing not only on making Robin better, but on bringing her baby into the world safely. After months of treatments, they performed a C-section, then cancer removal on the same day.
Now there are 2 things we celebrate on Sophia's birthday: her life and mine.
Because what makes us better makes you better. Northwestern Medicine. Learn more at nm.org/better.
What's up, Blackhawks fans? Enjoying the game should be easy, so don't overthink it. What to wear? Done. Just toss on your lucky jersey. Don't know what to serve your friends? Easy. Pick up some pizza from your go-to and grab some Bud Light to stock your fridge. See, it's that easy. Just like Bud Light, which is always brewed with 4 simple ingredients for a clean Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
At CertaPro Painters, we know that a happy place comes in many colors, like ones that inspire a sense of wonder, or a new flavor that makes life just a little bit sweeter, or one to celebrate those moments that lift you to new heights. We can reawaken any space to make your happy place your home. CertaPro Painters. That's painting happy. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Contractor license and registration information is available at CertaPro.com.
Hey, Blackhawks fans, Club Citgo saves you money on every fill-up, like 3 cents off every gallon every day. When you start with Club Citgo, you're good to go.
The third period is next. The third period. Here for a recap is Charlie Remeliotis.
We're back here at the United Center where the Blackhawks and Flyers are on the ice for the start of the third period. Hawks had a couple more goals in that second period. For every Blackhawks goal, Marquette Bank is donating $80 to a local charity to celebrate 80 years of neighborhood banking and giving back to the community. Let's head into the third period now and finish the game strong, sponsored by Finishing Chicago. For commercial painting, wall covering, drywall finishing, or glazing contractors, go to finishingchicago.com. Boys, I have a cookie craving now after all that cookie talk in a second.
Make mine a chocolate chip if you can. I'm pretty simple.
We do have some up there.
Oatmeal raisin would be okay too if you can find one of those. I love those. Well, Ivan Fedotov remains the goaltender for the Flyers even after giving up 6 goals on 25 shots. John Tortorella, Flyers head coach, pulled him yesterday in Dallas after surrendering 2 on 3. So if you add the 2 together, 8 goals on 27 shots over the last 2 games. I think there's plenty of room for improvement, but he's a young goaltender, and I'm sure that in time he will.
The Flyers, the worst save percentage, team percentage in the NHL. Not very good, and coming into play here again this afternoon.
Bobby Brink into the Hawk zone down the right wing side. Carries behind the net. Put it out in front for Forster. He then mishandled the puck below the goal line and then took it back in the left wing corner. And then Teravainen with a timely poke check knocks the puck out of there. Into the near corner, Del Mastro shoving the puck up the left wing boards. Not out of the zone. Held in by Forster. Demichkov along the left side board. Oh, he put it through Murphy's feet. Tried to get it on the other side. He's now checked off the puck by Murphy. And Ilya Mikheyev will take the puck and bounce it off the boards to center ice. Hawks get a line change. Flyers get the puck back. Konechny from center ice, dumping the puck across to the left wing corner. Hawk zone. Couturier hands it off. Michkov from the bottom of the left circle tried almost an impossible shot that was stopped by Knight. Nazar breaking back the other way over the Flyer line down the right wing, fires a shot, and Steeler got the stick in there, deflecting that one up and out of play.
You see the speed, though, on Nazar just coming down there, and it pushes Steeler back off the blue line there, and he actually has to turn from skating backwards to forward to try and reach and deflect this shot in. And when you see a defenseman loses positioning like that, nice job by Sealer to recover, but because of the speed, he can't go backwards anymore. He's got to turn and skate forward there, so it gives you some better options once you get into the zone.
Flyers control off the face-off. Owen Tippett from the right sideboards in the Philly zone. Sent the puck ahead at center ice. Now it's pawed down to the ice by Vlasic, taken back by Tippett. Breaks into the Hawk zone to the high slot, drops it off. And now Andre put it toward the Hawk net, and Tippett fires a close-in shot. Pad save made. Puck taken back by York at the line. He'll put it in behind the Hawk net. Paling is hit there by Crevier, and then the puck is centered out from behind the net by Pelche, and it deflects into the crease where Spencer Knight will plop on it with the glove and hold it. Whistle will stop play, and we'll get a face-off in the Hawk zone to Knight's left, I believe. Actually, they're going to move it over circle to the right.
A little extra poke at the puck. Nazar is there, and Vlasic gets a little bit of a high stick up into the mouth area after this play. Looks like it was just by accident, but a little Walker yesterday lost a tooth when he was battling with Vlasic. Just spit it out, put it in his hand, and gave it to the bench. Didn't even flinch on it.
Looking at the replay.
Oh, they're showing now,
Right now, yeah. Now here's Vlasic to the Flyer blue line, dumping the puck off the right corner boards in the Philly zone. Bounces up the boards, Maroon. Little hand off to Reichel on the slot. Digs, and he put it in front. They score! Reichel bounces this off the skate of Emil Andre, and the puck ricochets in behind Fedotov, and the Hawks make it 7-4. Some creativity there by Lucas Reichel.
Well, I think he was trying to get this back into the front of the net for Slaggert. It was sitting right there, and if it doesn't go off the skate and into the net, then Slaggert would have been right there to tap that one in. Frustrating for Andre. Nothing you can do about it. Reichel draws the goaltender out, tries to throw it in front, off the skate, and in. Time to break out the Bandito one more time. Celebrate every goal this season with El Bandito Yankee Tequila. 7 on the board for the Hawks.
7 times breaking out the El Bandito. Troy, you're going to need an Uber. We can get that arranged right now. He's not answering me, folks. I think he's still looking for a little more of that Bandito. As the Flyers come out of their end, they give up the puck. Here's Maroon with it at center ice on the left wing side. Tried to dish it off, picked off by the Flyers into the Hawk zone. This is Lixell. He'll drop it off in the left wing corner. And Nick Delorier will spin it behind the Hawk net. And he runs into Levshunov, who clears the puck away. But now Maroon's got the puck behind the net. Maroon moving up the left wing side. Clears ahead to center ice. This is off the glove of one of the Flyers down into the Philly zone. In between the circles, Drysdale's got the puck. Now Drysdale to the right wing boards, Flyer in. They'll move slowly ahead and pass into the Hawk zone. This deflects down wide of the net. There's a race to the dots. Icing is waved off. Along the right side boards in the corner, Sanheim put the puck behind the net. Brink will put it into the far circle. And a one-time shot was fanned on. The puck taken away by Kurashev back into the Flyer zone on the right wing side. To Bertuzzi behind the net. He sweeps the puck over to the far sideboards. Dug out now by Boleno. Polk checks it out to the left point with a diving play to Del Mastro, and he'll spin the puck down behind the Flyer net. Bertuzzi took it away from Drysdale there. Bertuzzi then knocked down from behind. Flyers get the puck, and Bobby Brink will carry out. Stick it ahead up the left wing side and down. They're going to wave the icing as linesmen are going to say that both Murphy and Tyson Forrester got a piece of that puck, deflecting it down. 16 minutes left in period number 3. 7-4 favor the Hawks. Here's Donato breaking into the Flyer zone and down the slot. He lost the puck in on the goaltender Fedotov, who put it away up the near sideboards. And Emil Andre will clear to center ice. Here's connecting to the Hawk zone. Drops it off. Couturier fires from the high slot and a kick save made by Knight. Donato pokes the puck off the near glass and down, and icing is the call against the Hawks. So we're down to 15:42 left in the third. 7-4 Hawks face-off circle to Spencer Knight's right.
The 7 on the board for the Hawks is a season high. We still got lots of time to go here.
Yeah.
Kind of want to watch, though, the Blackhawks. You don't want to get too far ahead of yourself. You got a 3-goal cushion here. You got another insurance goal, and that insurance goal sponsored by GetCoveredIllinois.gov. Find out if you qualify for a special enrollment period through the ACA Marketplace.
In a season where the Blackhawks have struggled to score that extra goal, it's kind of refreshing to have these games where they'll score at least 6 goals. They've done that twice here on home ice in the last little while, and now 7 today.
Yeah, Philadelphia is not a high-scoring team, and, for the Blackhawks, they've had trouble locking things down here, so that's what you want to see here. You want to see them develop good habits here in protecting the lead. Don't, give up odd man rushes. Make sure that you have your players on top of the play. Don't get beat on the defensive side of it, or be on the defensive side of it. Don't be cheating to the offensive side.
Haling wins this face-off out to the left point. And it's taken there by York. He's stripped to the puck by Foligno at the Hawk blue line, and Foligno pushes the puck out to center ice. Owen Tippett will fire it back down the boards into the Hawk zone. And from the left wing circle, Paling fires a shot that deflects over the net. White Kaiser to the puck behind the Hawk net. Carries to the near side, drives the puck off the boards, and this caroms across the ice rink over in front of the Hawks bench. Billy McCabe to get to the puck to Kaiser. Quick pass, Foligno over the Flyer line, left wing side at the point. Spins it down behind the net. York put it into the near corner, now taken away by Teravainen. To the left wing corner to Foligno. Sent it back to Teravainen behind the Flyer net. Sanheim reaching in, took the puck away. He'll pass up the left wing for Pelche, but he had it stripped away by Nick Foligno. Foligno will go to the Hawks bench on a change. Meanwhile, Kaiser flings the puck on the left wing side of the Flyer blue line to Mikheyev. He deflects the puck down in behind the Flyer net. Back there to get it is Emil Andre. Moving it ahead through center ice into the Hawk zone. This is off the skate of Licksell down to the far corner. Connor Murphy back to get the puck for the Hawks. Winds it behind the net up the left wing. Del Mastro to Landon Slaggert. Over the Flyer line on the left wing. Little handoff to Reichel coming by. Reichel along the left side boards. Pressured, had the puck slapped off his stick from behind, and it goes all the way down. Icing is going to be the call. I didn't think the puck was going to get there, go far enough for that. But it did. Face-off circle to the right of Fedotov.
Heads up.
Yeah.
Murphy was saying something to the backside linesman. Kind of like rolling it and say, hey, keep it going, keep it going. I'm not sure what he's doing there, but the Blackhawks get Maroon out there on the ice. There's line mates, Reichel and Slaggert. Maroon picked up the primary assist on the Reichel goal.
And Maroon wins this faceoff. Del Mastro left point. Put the puck over to Murphy at the right point. Flicks it down to the right wing corner. Slaggert there. Tried to angle a pass back into the slot. This is picked off by the Flyers. Licksell with a pass ahead through center ice for Delorier into the right wing corner. He is checked there by Del Mastro, the Hawks. Puck spun away by Murphy, not out. Kept in by the Flyers in the left wing corner. Licksell moving the puck to the left point for Igor Zamula. Put it in behind the Hawk net. And Nicholas Delorier along the near side boards coughed up the puck. Reichel tried to charge out of the Hawk zone with it, could not. On a second attempt, he sticks it down to the Flyer blue line. Here's Emil Andre with the puck between the circles. Philly in. To start up from there, he steps out to center ice in front of the benches. Dumps it over to the right wing corner Hawk zone. Joe Valeno reaching in for the Hawks to pull it out of there, but the Flyers get it back. Noah Cates along the right side board. Sticks the puck down to Brink, back of the Hawk net. Send it out to the left wing sideboards to Sealer. Back to Brink along those same boards. To Forster in the far corner. He is jostled off the puck by Big Louis Crevier, who slaps the puck away, but Forster took it back. To Cates, back in the net. Penalty coming up here to the Hawks. Ethan Del Mastro. Fedotov heads to the Philly bench. Sealer holding the puck in at the Hawk blue line. Hands it off to Jamie Drysdale, and he'll take the puck and go for a skate back down into the Flyer zone. Leaves it for Konechny. Flyer blue line. To Bobby Brink, left wing at center ice to Noah Cates over the Hawk line left point. To Drysdale high slot. Slips it down the boards into the corner, picked off by Crevier. The whistle blows. Flyers get a power play when we return. It's 7-4 Hawks with 12:25 left in period number 3. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Marquette Bank has been helping neighbors, families, and business owners in Chicagoland for 80 years. 80 years is a long time. When you bank with Marquette Bank, you have a partner for your business. Whether you need a small business loan, help with cash management, or help with your personal banking, Marquette Bank is here to support your business. When you bank with Marquette Bank, good things happen for you and your neighborhood. Marquette Bank, love where you bank. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 462926.
Property managers and GCs use FinishingChicago.com's contractors for finishes and protective coatings in the most iconic venues, interior spaces, and essential infrastructure. Our painters apply industry-leading commercial and industrial finishes inside and out, so your biggest assets always put their best square footage forward. FinishingChicago.com has your free list of painting, wall covering, glass systems, drywall finishing, and signage contractors. For a great finish, start with FinishingChicago.com.
For 140 years, the Salvation Army has been in Chicago through good times and tough times. With so much uncertainty in the world, we want you to know they're not going anywhere. That's why Sutton Ford and the Matson Auto Mall is assisting the Salvation Army to do the most good. It's their goal to offer a hand up, not just a hand out, to struggling families. More than ever, the Salvation Army needs your help. Please go to salarmychicago.org. Help us make a difference tonight.
Bringing you Chicago's news daily, The Lisa Dent Show. Weekdays starting at 2. Now back to the game.
Philadelphia gets their second power play opportunity of the afternoon. Del Mastro in the box, 2 minutes for holding. Face off to the right-hand side of Spencer Knight. And it'll be the Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric face-off for all the right reasons. Call 866-4Seasons.
It'll be Sean Couturier facing off against the Hawks' Frank Nazar. Face-off circle to the right of Knight. And Couturier muscles it out of there to the left wing boards. The Flyers get possession. Drysdale at the blue line. Deep slot area. Flips the puck into the left wing corner. Konechny now has it. Leaving it for Forster in the corner. He carries up the boards. Pressured by Murphy, who reaches in with a poke check. Forster took the puck back. Slings it to the left point. Drysdale there. Demichkov in the right wing circle. Backing up with the puck to the corner. Well below the goal line. Now Michkov back the other way. Put it over. And a one-time shot from Konechny deflects over the Hawk net. Murphy to the puck. Will bank it up the near glass and down ice into the Flyer zone and get off on a chain.
Yeah, not a bad play there by Murphy. A tough one. He's in the corner on his backhand. Gets enough to get it down the ice. New group of penalty killers out on the ice. And this will be an offside call as Philadelphia gets stacked up at the blue line. Disappointing for the Philadelphia Flyers. They were in a position about a month and a half ago where they were kind of in the thick of the playoff hunt in the Eastern Conference. So many teams were involved in that race, but they have struggled here in the last while. One win in their last 10 games.
Now, they haven't been great on the road in their last 10 either. 1-6-3. And for a team that is going to land a playoff spot, obviously you need to be at least 500 on the road. Inside the Hawk zone, Flyers get the puck. And Konechny firing for the left point. That deflects wide of the net. Louis Crevier to the puck in the far corner. Will clear it all the way down. Fedotov handing the puck off to Konechny, now behind the Philly net. 45 seconds on the Flyer power play. Konechny hands the puck off at the Flyer blue line to York. Back to Konechny to the Hawk blue line. He'll spin the puck down behind the net. Spencer Knight wrapping it around the glass, but not out of the zone. Konechny kept it alive on the right wing sideboard. Put it down behind the net to the far corner. Ilya Mikheyev is there, and he'll fire the puck all the way down.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Mikheyev. He knew that he was under pressure there. Faked it going back one way, turned around, fired it down. Again, fresh group of four out on the ice for the kill.
Tip it through center ice over the Hawk line down the right wing. Waves the puck off the inboards behind the net and up the far side. But Connor Murphy got to a loose puck and clears it down. Now 8 seconds left on the Flyer power play. They're in their last rush. Drysdale leaving the puck inside the Flyer line for Sanheim. Through center ice over the Hawk line down the left wing. Hawks come to full strength. Sanheim put the puck in behind the net. Murphy grabs it there. And now Sanheim took it away. Put the puck into the near corner to Brink. To Sanheim along the right side boards. To Drysdale right point. Put it over top of the far circle to Tippett. And a long wrist shot is into the glove of Spencer Knight, and he'll hold it. So whistle stops play down to 10:06 left in period number 3. Hawks leading the Flyers 7-4 on the best day ever.
Yeah, that was a real solid kill. Again, for the Hawks, really nothing dangerous created by the Flyers. Their man advantage. So now get back to 5-on-5. Face off to the right-hand side of Spencer Knight. He's kind of settled into his game after a so-so first period. Shots on goal now 26-23 in favor of the Hawks.
The draw won by the Flyers. Arles, and it's taken by the Flyers at the left point. A shot from Zamula deflects up into the protected netting. We get a whistle stopping play.
Hawks have one goal here in the third period on one shot. And we are exactly halfway through this third period. So the Hawks haven't done a lot offensively. But again, I mean, they're in a position where they can defend this lead. Saw it the other day when the LA Kings were in town, how well they defended, how well they shut it down.
Travels wins the draw to the right point, and a long shot from Emile Andre ends up in the glove of Spencer Knight, and he holds for a whistle. 9:55 left in period number 3. The Hawks 7 and the Flyers 4. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
It's the Bob Surratt Morning Zoo. Not really, but I've always wanted to say that.
WGN. When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more you. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more you. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more you. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
Global Auto is dedicated to recycling vehicles responsibly and providing a greener future for everyone. Did you know that Global Auto is able to recycle almost 85% of your car? The tires, batteries, floor mats, oil, and of course steel can all be recycled or reprocessed. Keep your old rusty vehicle out of the landfill and let Global Auto pick up your car and recycle it. Call 847-608-4700. That's 847-608-4700. It's a win-win with Global Auto Recyclers. You're saving the planet and you're getting cash in a flash.
College basketball's biggest tournament is here. Bet like a pro. Circa Sports Illinois offers high limits, tight money line splits, and real competitive odds. Sports betting the way it should be. It's easy with the world's largest sports book at your fingertips. You can bet on the favorites to win or go for the long shot to score big with an upset. It's March, so you never know. Fast deposits, quick payouts, nonstop action. Download the Circa Sports app today. I use it. I love it. I know you will too. Circa Sports Illinois, sports betting the way it should be.
Friday night hockey is back at the United Center. March 28th. Enjoy a pregame party and exclusive cup giveaway, courtesy of Modelo. Get tickets now at blackhawks.com/tickets.
72 years on March 23rd, when an amazing NHL record was set by an eventual Blackhawk Hockey Hall of Famer, Bill Mosienko. On the 23rd, 1952, Mosienko's 3-goal hat trick in an incredible 21 seconds.
Yeah.
It's still a record that may never be broken, that still stands. This day in Blackhawks history is sponsored by Global Auto Recycling. Get cash for your car or truck today with Global Auto Recycling.
Imagine being a spectator at that game, seeing the first 2 goals, and then thinking, wow, this guy's got the hot hand, and then just a couple of seconds later, a third. I don't know that anybody is still alive that was at that game, but that would really be something to see. Now Landon Slaggert at the Flyer blue line had his stick lifted off the puck, and Levshunov nearly got plastered at center ice.
Boy, he did not see the Flyer player. I'm not sure who that was coming through the neutral zone, but he did not see him at all.
It was Rodrigo Abels, and fortunately he did a flyby. Levshunov at the right point Philly zone takes the puck, flips it down toward the net, picked off by Nick Seeler. The former Hawk makes a lead pass on the right wing for Pelche into the Hawk zone. But he couldn't get to the pass. Maroon clears the puck off the boards to center ice. Owen Tippett now has it back in the Flyer zone. Tippett between the circles, passing to Seeler on the left wing side, front of the benches. Clears it down the boards into the Hawk zone. Tippett put it in front of the net for Pelche, who chipped it just wide. And now Bertuzzi takes a pass to center ice. Steps into the Flyer zone, left point. Flips it down behind the net. Fedotov, the goaltender, put it into the near corner. Drysdale will take the puck and send it up off the glass down into the Hawk zone. This will allow the Flyers to get a line change. Murphy back to get the puck behind the Hawk net. Passing up the left wing side. Joe Valeno, center ice. Returns it to Murphy. Flyer line right wing. He'll stick it down the glass in behind the Flyer net. The goaltender, Fedotov, went to play the puck. Lost it for a second. And fortunately for him, Flyers defenseman Andre was able to get to the puck before Tyler Bertuzzi of the Hawks could. Flyers worked the puck into the Hawk zone. Bertuzzi along the far boards tried to clear it out. Kept in by Zamula at the left point. Now to the high slot. Andre a long wrist shot. And a blocker save made by Knight. This puck taken back by the Flyers in the slot. Here's Michkov shooting and a blocker save made by Knight. And one of the Flyers, that's Emil Andre, he's going to head to the Flyer bench in need of some repairs. Back inside the Hawk zone. Michkov behind the net with the puck. Now in the Hawk end of the ice, Michkov turns the puck over to center ice. Here's Donato to it. Front of the penalty boxes. Goes rink wide with a pass. Bedard into the Flyer zone. Backing up through the slot. Didn't see the trailer coming, and that was Couturier who lifted Bedard's stick off the ice. Konechny got to it into the Hawk zone down the left wing side. Leaves the puck in the corner. Nazar knocked down. Flyers get the puck. Cates will fire from the left circle. Looked like Knight got a piece of that. Donato flings it back in behind the Hawk net. Louis Crevier in the corner. Sticks it up the far glass. Not out. Sanheim took it away. Sanheim to the left wing circle. Carrying behind the net. Then is checked there by Crevier. As Sanheim let the puck go to the near boards, the Flyers get it back. At the line, Bobby Brink now. Backing up to the top of the left wing circle. Unloads to the high slot. Sanheim fires. Kick save made by Spencer Knight with the left pad. Moves puck into the near corner. And it's taken by York of the Flyers. Spins it out to the right point. Brink is there. Long wrist shot deflected wide off Nazar's stick. Flyers putting on a little bit of pressure here. Tyson Forster at the right point. Sends it down behind the Hawk net. Bobby Brink to the puck. Carrying up the far side. Leaves it at the left point. Drysdale will stick it down behind the Hawk net. Noah Cates there. Turns one way, then the other on Crevier. Put the puck up the near boards, but a good play by Vlasic to reach out and poke check the puck to center ice to Donato, who will in turn clear it down the boards in behind the Flyer net, and the teams make line changes. Now Drysdale from out behind the Flyer net. Carrying it ahead up the right wing side. Shot the pass ahead. This misses his teammates. Icing's going to be the call. We're down to 5:55 left in the third. 7-4 in favor of the Hawks.
Well, it almost seems like Philadelphia, we've seen it. I mean, just disheartened the way that things have gone. You don't have a lot of energy in the game, and as long as the Blackhawks are smart about this, they should be able to hang on here, manage the puck well, don't cheat. Foligno steps into the face-off circle to take this draw.
Flyers get it, however. Sealer from the near boards, clearing the puck up the right wing to Delorier at center ice. He had trouble with the puck. Wyatt Kaiser slaps it back into the Flyer zone along the far sideboards. But cleared ahead to center ice by Lixill, taken back by Mikheyev, and he'll backhand the puck down beside the Flyer net. And then Fedotov put it over to the far sideboards. Sealer turned it over. The Hawks get the puck back. Nick Foligno at the left point. Winds it down behind the Flyer net. Teuvo Teravainen there. So Ilya Mikheyev behind the net. The Teuvo Teravainen along the right boards. To Levshinov right point. Down to Mikheyev back of the net. He'll carry it back up the boards. Fed it through, intending for the left point man Kaiser to get to that puck. But it's poke check to center ice instead. And the Flyers give it back at the Hawk blue line. Mikheyev sweeps it back down into the Hawk zone. Behind the net is Levshinov. Passing up the left wing side. Kaiser center ice. Tippett reaching in with a poke check. Took it away. Got the puck to Ryan Poehling into the Hawk zone. Drop pass at the right point. Zamula coughed it up. Landon Slaggert may get a breakaway. Over the Flyer line down the left wing. Tried to pull it through the feet of Zamula and catch the puck on the other side. Zamula closed his feet and kicks the puck to center ice. Maroon will fire it back down the boards into the Flyer zone. Puck circles the net to the near side, and Igor Zamula will lift the center ice. Ethan Del Mastro took it back to the Hawks and flips the puck back into the Hawk end to Murphy. Back to Del Mastro, Hawk line, head to Maroon, Flyer line. Got it to Reichel over the line into the left wing circle. But he lost the bouncing puck there. Couturier back the other way for Philly. And into the Hawk zone, trying to make a pass. The puck deflects out to the blue line. Reichel got it there and drops it back into the Hawk zone. Connor Murphy now has the puck in behind the Hawk net and holds it with 4 minutes left on the clock as the Hawks complete a line change. Murphy skating out to center ice on the right wing. Bank pass ahead, misses Foligno and goes all the way down, and icing's going to be the call.
Philadelphia just basically had backed up to their own side of the ice here, and Connor Murphy able to get close to the red line, and then he decided that he was going to try a little bank pass, and that did not connect. Could have easily got to the red line there and just chipped it in.
They were drawn out to the right of Knight.
You know, these are the little plays that they just have to be a little bit smarter with. Don't give the offensive zone face-off to the opposition.
Flyers get the puck off the draw on the left wing circle. York tried to feed the puck in front. Just hit a stick and ends up on Bertuzzi's stick. Here's Bertuzzi sidestepping a couple of Flyers. Passing on the left wing at center ice to Kurashev. Hands it off to Bertuzzi coming by. He flings the puck down the boards in behind the Flyer net into the far corner. Now Sanheim behind his net. Stabs it around up the right wing side to Konechny. He'll send a lead pass for York to center ice. Head to the Hawk blue line for Michkov. The pass was a little behind him. Then he has to send it back into the Flyer end. Sanheim with a lead pass now. Couturier over the center ice circle. And Michkov over the Hawk line to Sanheim. He'll fire from near the right half boards, and this deflects wide of the Hawk net. Fortunately, one of the Hawks got a stick in there. Vlasic with a pass ahead for Donato up the left wing side into the Flyer zone is just a little too far, and icing is the call. We're down to 3:02 left in the third, 7-4 in favor of the Hawks. Tonight's Home Ice Advantage is sponsored by Midwestern University's multi-specialty clinic in Downers Grove. Your family's home for healthcare. Visit MWUclinics.com.
3:02 on the clock. Shots even, 26 apiece. Blackhawks only one shot so far in this third period, and that was off the stick of Lucas Reichel that went off the skate of the defender and into the back of the net. One shot, one goal.
From the draw, the Flyers get the puck. Here's a shot from the high slot by Drysdale. That's into the glove of Spencer Knight, and he'll hold it for the whistle. All right, 2:57 left in the third. Hawks lead the Flyers 7-4. Can they hang on and end their 7-game winless streak? Stick around and find out. This should be good. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
What does a good deal taste like with McValue at McDonald's? It tastes like the $6 Daily Double Meal Deal. The one and only Daily Double. 2 juicy beef patties inside a warm bun with melty cheese and shredded lettuce. Oh, and golden small world-famous fries. And a crispy 4-piece chicken McNuggets. And an ice-cold small soft drink of your choice. That's right, a full-on satisfy your cravings meal without breaking the bank. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Mom, I need to lay low for a few days.
Lay low? What's going on?
I only paid for this Hyundai Tucson.
Christopher Allen Lynch.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. Get the car or SUV you want at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Lease the Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month or get $2,250 bonus cash. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end March 31st. Call 224-661-0068 for details.
Hi, this is Dave Musial, owner of Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. Do you have a plumbing emergency? Call Four Seasons. An electrical emergency? Call Four Seasons. A heating or cooling emergency? Call Four Seasons. Same-day hot water tank installation needed? Call Four Seasons. Need a whole home generator? Call Four Seasons. We guarantee same-day installation on all heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs. And no extra charge for nights, weekends, or holidays.
For all the right reasons, call it 664 Seasons.
Hey Hawks fans, this is Connor Bedard. Let's get back to John and Troy on 720 WGN.
Coming into today's action, the Washington Capitals, the first team to clinch a playoff spot because they've won 9 of their last 10 games. Coming into today's action, who's cold? All these Flyers, only one win in their last 10 games as well. Who's hot, who's cold? Sponsored by Plumbers 911 Chicago, where they do it right the first time.
Their head coach, John Tortorella, has coached 1,600-plus NHL games, 6th all-time in that department in National Hockey League history. And I'm sure this is one of the more disappointing seasons he's had to deal with. He won the Stanley Cup with Tampa Bay in 2004, the Lightning's first Stanley Cup. Play at center ice. Tyson Forster takes the puck back to Bobby Brink over the Hawk line down the left wing. Whips it to the right point to Jamie Drysdale. A long shot from there. Tumbles wide. Nick Seeler firing from the left point. Blocked by Connor Bedard. And then Bedard takes a pass from a teammate off the chest and drives it off the boards to center ice. Seeler will drive it down the left side boards and in behind the Hawk net. Spencer Knight stopping it there for Alex Vlasic. Approaching the 2-minute warning here in period number 3. Vlasic nails a pass up the left wing side, and this misses all of his teammates. Icing's going to be the call. Down to 1:59 on the clock.
Philadelphia, bottom of the division. Boy, disappointing last month and a half for Philadelphia. They were right there, and boy, they just gone into a tailspin, and they decided that they were going to be sellers at the deadline. Got a lot of rid of their veteran type of players. They're missing a couple key injuries for players to injuries as well.
Now the puck turned over inside the Flyer blue line. Ula Luxel will lift the center ice. Taken back by the Hawks. Teravainen whips it down behind the Flyer net. Fedotov guides it away to the far corner to Zamula. He'll pass up ice to Delorier into the Hawk zone. He drops the puck along the right side boards. Now Mikheyev intercepts. He's got a breakaway over the Flyer line. Down the left wing. Shoots. And Fedotov got down with the right pad save. And how many times have we said Mikheyev's got a breakaway in this season with that speed? Here's Levshunov, right circle. Put it in front of the net. Left circle. Teravainen tried to jam it in front. He poke checks it back to the left point instead. Kaiser, the Levshunov high slot. Long wrist shot is into the glove of the goaltender Fedotov in the Flyers crease. Down to 1:08 left on the clock for the best day ever. 7-4 Hawks.
Mikheyev he's got that great. I mean, I really have been impressed with Mikheyev this season. You know, you talk about some of the underlying numbers. He's a plus player on this team that really has struggled 5-on-5 to get some scoring. And for him to be a plus player, man, it says a lot. It quietly goes about his business. Doesn't say a whole lot.
Now Ryan Poehling gets hit with a shot at the side of the foot, loses his stick. He's back up on his feet, hobbling though. Murphy firing for the right point, caught another Flyer in the slot. That's York. Murphy gets the puck back right point. We're under a minute to play in the game. Now Maroon at the right point takes the puck and whips it across from Murphy. It's over his stick. Murphy back to get the puck off blue line. Passing over in front of the benches to Maroon. He shot it back across the rink, and Del Mastro will whip the puck down behind the Flyer net. Fedotov leaves it in the near corner to Couturier. He'll pass up ice. There's Owen Tippett breaking into the Hawk zone. He cuts across the slot and then fans on a shot there. And Del Mastro will clear the puck off the left boards into the Flyer zone. We're down to 20 seconds left in the game. And the crowd rises to its feet on the best day ever. Konechny back into the Hawk zone on the right wing, fires a shot wide. Seeler let it rip from the left point. That's kicked out of there by Knight. 5 seconds left. Couturier along the left board. The Seeler left point to the high slot. Drysdale fires a shot that goes wide. And the 7-game winless streak for the Blackhawks, the longest of the season, is history. A 7-4 victory by the Hawks over the Philadelphia Flyers on the best day ever. The boys got it done.
Been a while, but this Blackhawks win is sponsored by Circus Sports Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circusports.com. The highest goal output of the season here this afternoon. As John said, on the best day ever. Connor Bedard pin giveaway today. Packed house here at the United Center. Gotta love it. It's got to feel good for the players that they're finally going to get a couple days here between games and just catch their breath a little bit. Next 5, including this one here on home ice. So we can unpack the bags that have been in high use here in the last little while with some of these road trips. A lot of traveling, a lot of late hours. We can finally settle into a little bit of a Chicago game day routine here. Nice job by the Blackhawks in this one.
Really was. And you love it when you're sitting where we are, our position above Section 318, not only seeing these great people in what we call the neighborhood, all of them with smiles on their face as they leave the building. They've had some nights here this season where they've left the building in a somber mood, but not this afternoon. Great effort by the Hawks. Let's pick up the 3 stars.
Big Patty Maroon, third star. Well done by him. Goal and an assist in this one for the big rig.
With his 24th and 25th goals, number 8, Ryan Donato.
Ryan Donato with a pair of goals and a solid effort. Really deserved the
5
assist
shots
on
for
Bedard's
Ryan.
goal.
Yep.
The first star from the Blackhawks with 2 assists and his 19th goal of the season, number 59, Tyler Bertuzzi.
And there you heard it, Tyler Bertuzzi with a sweet backhand goal to put the Hawks ahead. Let's go down and join our colleague Darren Pang at the Blackhawks bench, along with our number 1 star, Tyler Bertuzzi.
Is with today's first star of the game, Tyler Bertuzzi.
Great job, by the way. How about we gave all the kids a big hand here this afternoon, an enthusiastic crowd, and I'm sure it gave these Blackhawks plenty of life. Way to go. Tyler, you probably felt it as well. I mean, you're the dad of a young one as well, and you